So, shut that. Recap then. Big recap. We started off with. Have we all got map tools up, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's force this for you. This might be a bit bitter to start off with, Miller. Apologies. I'll move on rapidly. So we'll start off with sort of. I'll throw everything at you. If there's something I'm missing as I'm going along, chirp in, and then we'll amend it. So we started with two different parties. We had Niloren and Leowraith. So Niloren is a cleric of Pelor, light domain, and Leowraith was a ranger. And you were given the task to go and investigate werewolf sightings near a village. You got to the village was torn apart, there were dead bodies everywhere, and there were signs that children had been kidnapped. So you went to investigate, and you were surrounded by mists, ended up in Barovia. And then the other team, we'd got Rillik, who's a paladin, Damian, who was a half Vistani monster hunter, and then Valkyn, a drow assassin, who were sort of in between jobs. A Vistani fella turned up and offered you a mission with a letter. And he, on the letter, it said, "Come to Barovia, help save the Burgomaster. There's wealth and riches here." So off you went. You were surrounded by mist. You ended up in Barovia. The two parties then met. There was lots of wolves, dire wolves and werewolves, and you had to run for your life. Further into the mists. At this point, you didn't know you were in Barovia, but then you came across two small children, and they asked you to help them out in their house, which turned out to be a death house. But you went in. Several adventures in the death house, which culminated in Damian, the monster hunter, being engulfed with this blood beast type thing. In the middle of the blood beast was the newborn sibling of these two children, but it was attached. And Damian had a difficult choice of let everyone die or stab a baby. And I still remember the day that Jake said the words, "Yeah, I'll stab the baby."
That's Jake.
I know. You managed
And we found a dog.
Yeah.
Don't forget my dog, Dave.
You found a dog. Well, yeah, but you lost him.
I didn't lose him.
I bet Lewis knows where it is.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Don't make sandwiches out of dogs. So you managed to escape the death house, and you continued on, and you found the village of Barovia. And this is where things started to make a little bit more sense. This was the village that was in the letter that you found. You found Ismark, who was the Burgomaster. He's the Burgomaster's son, but the Burgomaster had died, so he's the new Burgomaster. You found Irina, and you were asked by Ismark and Irina to take her to somewhere to safety. She would only come with you if you went, if you buried her recently dead father. Then you found out that Strahd. Outside the death house, you were left a little picnic basket, which said "Welcome to Barovia," signed by Strahd von Zarovich. So you sort of knew that you were being toyed with right from the off. So Irina wouldn't come with you unless you buried her father. During the funeral, a fella called Rahedin turned up, who was a Dusk Elf. Valkyn has a history with Dusk Elves. He decided that he introduced himself as the Chamberlain of Strahd von Zarovich, and he told you that one of the items that you got out of the death house Strahd wanted, and therefore he was going to take it from you. You resisted, and he kicked the shit out of all of you. 4 of you left unconscious on the floor with just Rillik alive. So he took this item off Rillik. Rillik, as a last bit attempt for a bit of defiance, headbutted him with a natural 20, which Rahedin was not happy about.
True to form.
Yeah, which is when he thanks Miller. Just walk away, dude. I'll be right back with you. He said to Rillik that his master Strahd had instructed him not to kill anyone, And then he said, but accidents do happen. And he pulled out his scimitar and lopped off Leowraith's head. No coming back from that. Just dead. So that ended, and it's a bit meta now, but that ended the session. But at the start of the next session, Leowraith's brother turned up, who is Alanonl, who was an elf wizard, and Alanonl came looking for his brother. He was sort of sucked into the mist. He was just, walking down a road saying, "Oh, I've not seen my brother for a while," and all of a sudden mist surrounded him. So you told him what had happened. Alanonl's now got a vendetta against Rahadin, and he's joined your party. So off you went from the village of Barovia. You travelled through Serpals, and you had a Tarocca card reading from Madame Eva. She gave you 5 readings. 3 were sort of items that you could possibly use against Strahd. 1 was the enemy of Strahd, and the last one was the location of Strahd when you sort of, it's the sort of last boss type level. 2 of those you've achieved already. So from Serpals you carried on to the entrance to the road which leads to Castle Ravenloft, where you were invited into Castle Ravenloft. There was a black carriage waiting for you, and you just ignored it and kept moving on. Did you just ignore it? It was pretty much just ignored it.
I feel there was a conversation with somebody, a lady, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yes, that was before, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, yes, you met the Knight of Argynvost, didn't you?
We basically told her to do one.
And then we met the Knight of Argynvost, haven't we?
Yeah, that's right. So we'll move further. So you declined the invitation to come to lunch with Strahd, and you continued along the line where you came across a windmill. Right, backtrack. When you arrived in the village of Barovia, you met Morgantha, or Granny Mo, as she liked to be called, and she offered you all pies. All of you, apart from Damian, ate the pies.
I didn't.
Really well, Leowraith did.
Yeah, that was
Yeah. And unfortunately, because I've still got it in my notes, that Rillik and Leowraith both had a bit of a problem, and I was going to present this to you, that you became a little bit addicted to it until you found out what they were made of. So that takes us to the windmill, where you came across Morgantha again, and you realised that she was making these pies from the bones of dead children. Rillik lost his lunch. You all took umbrage to that. Go figure. And another fight ensued, of which you did badly. Real badly on this occasion. She knocks.
I think we need to go with the incompetent adventurers, because I seem to hear a lot of things went really badly.
I mean, it's there, isn't it? It stares you in the face.
Can't think of an acronym for that though.
So during that fight, you were captured by the Coven of Night Hags, Morgantha and her 2 sisters. They called for someone to be the sacrificial lamb, as it were. Young, innocent, righteous Niloren stepped forward, and they ripped his eye out while you all watched, and he screamed until he eventually passed out. While he was passed out, you watched them make an amulet, a hag eye amulet from his own eye, and then presented it back to him, and they give you instructions to deliver that to Castle Ravenloft, to their spy within Castle Ravenloft. You've also ignored that. This is when the ignorant adventurers. No.
Yeah, I'm thinking something incompetent and something ignorant.
About party of really incompetent, cooperative, kindred spirits. Pricks for short.
Nice. That was pretty quick though. Did well. So after that, there are other bits and pieces. This is the dog, Lancelot the dog. That's the last time you saw him. He was the dog of Gertruda, a small girl from the village of Barovia that went missing. So she's kind of a sort of side quest that you've not really managed to get any more on that. So we move on to Vallaki, which is where you were going to take Irina to get her safe. You arrived there at the church, and the church wasn't sanctified, wasn't wasn't holy anymore. So you did a whole series of quests to get.
Didn't we meet someone outside first?
Vasily van Holtz, yes, a noble fella outside Vallaki. He had a bit of a scrap.
I scared a load of zombies away, basically.
You did, mate. Yeah, it was quite an easy fight for you, and Vasily was enjoying himself. He told you about Lady Vocta in Vallaki. And he also told you a little bit about the Baron, and he also told you about Kira, who is Rillik's long lost childhood friend, who is very much changed now. So I'm gonna skip the sort of Vallaki bits. You sorted the church out. It's now sanctified. Irina's there. She's happy. You met the Baron. You met Kira. Kira's got this the arm of a devil. Instead of the arm that was last Rillik saw of her, her arm was lopped off and she was dragged off by ghouls or something like that, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Lewis, yeah. And she's changed. She's not quite the same, but she seems to have taken to Rillik. And then you went to the inn and you found out that wine's not being produced anymore, so you went to find out about that. You ended up at the winery. You were met by the Martikov family, which is where you currently are. So you went into the grounds of... No, I'm going to backtrack again. Vallaki. You managed to find one of the Tarocca card reading things, which is currently in the possession of Niloren. You've got the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Yeah. So and also you met Rictavio, a bardy type fella, in Vallaki. So on we go to the winery. You met the Martikovs. They told you about the 3 gems that were in their ground. The first one was lost years ago. The second one, a few months ago, scarecrows turned up and nicked it. There's nothing they can do about it. And then just this last week, they started getting attacked by druids and blights, little tree creatures. And it was only a couple of days ago that they were actually evicted. The druids and whatnot managed to storm the winery, and they had to run for their lives. You went in, cleared them all out, purified the wine, saved the day. So there you go, not all bad.
Some competence.
Some competence at level 6, well done. And then we had a conversation with Rictavio, which finished the last session. So this is the bit that you missed, Mr. Miller. Rictavio wanted to... you'd mentioned Madame Eva to him, and he mentioned the readings, and he needed to be sure that you were safe. So the reason that you've managed to stay away from the hags is because of your Leomund's Tiny Hut spell. So when you rest, you cast this Leomund's Tiny Hut. Nothing can get in, which means you're protected from the ethereal, you're protected from the hags. When Rictavio revealed himself to be the legendary monster hunter, Dr. Rudolph van Richten. So Damian had a little bit of a fanboy moment because he was a childhood hero of Damian's. You know, you've got a book, haven't you? Jake, Damian's got a book and all the rest of it. So he came up with a plan. You need to the Tarocca card readings are vastly important. You need to get that sorted, and also you've got to get these hags off your back. So the plan, what we're going to do this session is you were going to head off to Yester Hill to get the gem back for the Martikovs and then deal with the hags.
If I'm right in remembering, Rictavio was going to help us with that task.
Yeah, we'll come back to that in a second. Have I
Yeah.
missed anything that we need to...
No.
Happy with all that?
The rest of it's detail on things like how we sanctified the church stuff, isn't it, really? So
Yeah. So we'll start the session with you coming to the end of your rest. So you've all had your long rest, I assume.
Yeah.
Cool. And what you see is in your Leomund's Tiny Hut, you see Rictavio. He's put his Van Richten. He's put his hat on. He's got a hat of disguise. He's put it back on, so he's now Rictavio again. And he's, I mean, if he said it once, he said it 1,000 times. He's here and he's hidden. No one, especially Strahd, doesn't need to know he's here. No one needs to know he's here. Don't call him Van Richten, because that will ruin everything. You have to call him Rictavio. So as you're coming to the end of your rest, you see him sat with runestones in front of him, and he sort of casts them in front of him. And you can see he looks concerned, and he casts them a second time. Now Niloren would know that these are components for an augury spell. So he's trying to predict a little way into the future. Very handy spell. And he looks and he turns round to all of you, just as the Leomund's tiny hut fails and it's now daytime at the start of the session, and he says, gentlemen, I'm not going to be able to travel with you to Yester Hill. The runes are telling me that I must leave immediately to help someone out. Apparently there's someone in Barovia that I know that needs my help and needs it now. So apologies for that. I'm sure you'll be fine. And I will meet you, and he gives you directions to what he's going to describe to you as a wizard's tower. It will be on your map. There's a lake north of the crossroads from where you are.
Yeah, I can see it as like a tower.
Yeah.
So you've got Kresk, the bridge that crosses in, and then you go north, east, and there's a tower there. Is that right?
Bingo. And he says, if I'm not there, that's the tower. That's where I've managed to find a little safe house. If I'm not there, I will meet you at the Blue Water Inn in Vallaki. Wait for me. If I'm not at the tower, wait for me at Vallaki. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Wait for me there until I arrive, and then we'll go and sort your hag problem.
All right, Gandalf.
I know it is. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And he says, and that's the best I can do for you now. I must make haste. The runes are telling me I must go. He gathers up his bits. Sort of says his goodbyes to the Martikovs as he goes, and that's it. He's on the way out. So the session's yours. What are we doing?
Going Yester Hill, aren't we?
There's an evil part of me that wants to go, let's follow Rictavio and just watch Dave face palm.
You do what you need to do, Sam. You do whatever you want.
No, yeah. We've made a promise to go to Yester Hill, haven't we?
I mean,
Where's Yester Hill?
It's south of where you are.
Oh.
Was it about a day's journey?
Yeah, it's a good few hours. You'll be there sort of mid late afternoon.
Good to me.
Okay, so the Martikovs will pack you up with what you need, food for a couple of days' journey, a couple of 3 days' journey, a couple of bottles of free wine, and send you off on the road south. So, are we taking any particular precautions? Are we moving in any particular way? What's to do?
have we still got our cart and horse? Did we get a cart and horse in the end?
No.
No.
It's two from it.
There are 2 draft horses and carts here.
But did we not discuss the horse and cart wasn't as fast?
Yeah, the horse and cart wasn't as fast, and the horses here, the 2 draft horses, and the cart are mainly used for wine barrel deliveries.
Yeah, no point taking any of that, is there? They won't let us anyway, I'm sure.
So in terms of marching order, is it Rillik has the highest passive possession? Oh my good lord, English will come to me today. Passive.
Perception.
Thank you. But who's got quite a good nature?
I've got 17 passive perception with dark vision at 120 feet, and I've got a +1 nature, but that's as best as I've got.
I'm just thinking if you do a tag team at the front with our highest nature, so we, for
I've got +5 nature.
yeah, that's better than me.
Yeah.
Jake,
Mine's only
+3.
I'm only +1 on nature. My investigation is +4.
+5. +5 perception as well.
yeah. So if you have Alanonl and Rillik at the front to tag team getting us there, and the rest of us can bring up the rear.
Yeah, happy days.
Okay. Let's have two at the front. Who's got the best perception out of the two of you then?
Passively or rolled?
Just rolled. I like a roll perception. I know passive's there as well.
Rolled, I've got a +2.
Well, if you're sort of helping each other, all I was going to say is just have a perception check on your way down, and you can have it with advantage, being as there's two of you sort of scanning around, just to see if anything looks dangerous.
Do you know, before we do that as well, can come and say like Andy was, because he's the stealthiest one out of the lot, I think he should be stealth throughout of it, still like with us, but not with the group so much, because he can, if anybody jumps us, he can get his sneak attack off, can't he?
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
That's I'm hearing you. That's going to take a lot of time. If Valkyn was to stealth all the way there, it'd probably take you 4 days. I know. It's a nice idea. It's the advantage with Valkyn is he does have his cloak of elven kind. So if something looks like it's going to happen, you can always say that I'm just going to try and hide before such and such happens.
I can make myself invisible as well, and then go and hide
I've
in
got
front.
a +3 nature. Plus I've got Cloak of Elven Kind, so if anything does kick off, so that I can
See, I think it'd be better for Andy
disappear
to
and
be in
hopefully
front
get a
of me,
quick sneak.
Yeah, but
because then, because you don't want your glass cannon at the front, do you? Whereas if Andy, if I notice something or he notices something, he can go straight into stealth, can't he?
Yeah.
Because I know you can, but we don't really want you at the front, do we?
yeah, do that then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's making the perception check?
So, do you want me to do the perception check with advantage?
Yeah, sure. Is a decent roll, yeah. So most of the day passes without any interruption. You can sense that as you've left the old Svalich road, which is the road that goes from east to west and backwards, and you've gone on this road south through the Svalich woods. The road going through the woods is surrounded with life. And with a 20, you can tell that something is not watching you necessarily, it's not tracking you, it's not trailing you, it's not hunting you, but there are things all around you. And as it stands, nothing seems to be approaching, nothing seems to be threatening. You're pretty sure that it's a safe road. As you get to early afternoon, in the distance you can start, it starts to get a little bit misty. You're aware of Barovia now. there's certainly no such thing as natural sunlight. It's dreary. It's miserable. But there is a mist starts to appear. As you continue forwards, the trail through the thick woods leads to a hill covered with dead grass and cairns of black rock. Dark, ominous clouds gather high above, and a single bolt of lightning strikes the hilltop. West of the hill, the land, the woods, and the sky vanish behind a towering wall of fog. The best way I can describe this wall of fog is it is a wall. If you remember all the way over to the east of Barovia when you first entered through the mist, there was this mist that was pushing you forwards. It was a heavily wooded area, so you didn't fully appreciate this mist. This is now open landscape. You've got grasslands in front of you with this massive hill in front of you. Beyond that is a literal wall of fog. It looks impenetrable. As you get a little bit closer, this is what you see, if you've all got that. So the road is leading up and winding through. It's very misty, very foggy. You've got cairns set up all the way around a ring that goes around the first story as such. A rocky incline, and then more cairns on the second one, which eventually leads up to what looks like a ring of fallen stones in the centre of this hill, and beyond that. And the only way I can just here, by the way, you can see what looks like a large wicker statue. And the only way I can describe this tree is it looks and radiates evil.
Bit like the staff.
Exactly like the staff.
It's like Weathertop.
Yeah.
I mean, Nazgul on top.
Maybe I can always add something.
Is it a bit of fan art, that, Dave?
Say again, sorry.
That bit of fan art?
It is good, isn't it?
Some cracking stuff in there.
Yeah, it is. So, what are you going to do?
Can we see any signs of life or any movement?
From where you are, no. You can stop and have a look. I mean, it's certainly ominous looking enough that you would naturally sort of, well, wait a minute, let's case this scene out. Nothing seems to be moving, just the occasional raven flying overhead, then the wind moving, and this wall of fog just undulating. It's not moving, it's just there. No signs of life.
Now might be the time for stealth.
Yeah. I do a recce. The stealth and a bit of a recce run.
Okay, so you're sending Valkyn off for a scout?
Yeah, if you want to have a look.
Okay. So do you want to? I think you have advantage on stealth rolls, don't you, for Valkyn? Yeah. Make your stealth roll then. What's your approach? What are you thinking? It's pretty open ground. Let's see what you roll. With your plus 10. 29. Yeah, do what you want. So how are you going to approach? Actually, before you commit to this, are you going to have a signal for everyone else to follow, or are you? What's the plan? Are you going to wait a certain amount of time? What's everyone else doing?
I can use a hand signal.
Do twice like a bar now.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, so wait for a signal.
I'll be advancing sort of. I'll go off the main path. Avoid being spotted. Go up to the cliffside. What I can see.
Okay. So as you get closer, the dirt trail runs along two concentric rings of cairns that encircle the hillside. Each cairn is a 10-foot high mound of slimy black rock. So these lads here, they are 10 feet high as you get closer. Still no signs of life. What are you looking for anything in particular? What's your approach vector?
I'll be looking for any traps, any ambushes, any glyphs. I've learnt my lesson with that.
Okay.
See anything at all?
Let's
Have
a perception or investigation. It's up to you, whichever's you're best at.
But it's rolling slow. What is going on? What is your bugger?
You're doing a Jake.
Okay, you're pretty sure with a 5 that there's. You're not sure where your feet are. Never mind anything else, but there's nothing. There's nothing obvious around you. Certainly nothing to scare you. Where I'll put you is up as far as nice and stealthily up as far as this first ring. As I've said, the path does lead quite steeply up, where you can see just in front of you there's another path that leads round. Are you going to advance, or are you going to call everyone to you?
I'm going to advance now because my perception was, or my investigation was shocking.
Okay.
I'll advance a little bit further before I usher anybody forward.
Sure. So it's a very similar situation as you climb higher. This is a little bit. It's harder going. I'm going to have to ask you for another stealth check. You can sort of find your way up and round. I mean, the path would be a struggle, but +10 with advantage. That's awesome. 27. Why not? Yeah, so up you go. Still no signs of life. You've still got these cairns, the calls of crows in the background, the occasional wolf howl, but no sign of life whatsoever. You're getting pretty close to the circle of stones in front of you.
I have another perception check for circle of stones.
Yeah, of course you can, mate.
It's rolling slow. 21.
21's pretty good. Let me give you the description. So atop the hill, if you're here, we'll say that you managed to get a little bit closer to these circles. Atop the hill is a wide ring of black boulders and smaller rocks that collectively form a makeshift wall enclosing a field of dead grass. Lightning strikes the edges of the ring from time to time, illuminating a ghastly 50-foot tall statue made of tightly woven twigs and packed with black earth. The statue resembles a towering, cloaked man with fangs. Your perception of 21 shows you nothing else. Nothing is moving. There's no sign of, other than wildlife, of which mostly is flying around. You don't see anything at all.
So at this point, I'll use my hand signals to usher forward to the group.
I kind of want you to go caw.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hear the call.
And like, oh, was that an owl? Is that good? That good of an impression?
Was that a barn owl? Was it a snow owl?
I think it was a chipmunk.
I think you're on mute, Lou.
I was going to say, Lou, we can't hear you, mate.
Nope.
Are we going to continue to head forward?
I believe so. Just give us a thumbs up if you're happy just to continue forward, Jake, and catch Lewis and catch up.
Probably got some elaborate plan.
The suspense is killing me.
I know. It's going to be so simple as well, isn't it?
All right, we'll get close to the mound. I'll get hit by lightning and lose my head again.
Gonna be honest, Andy. Last session, Dave seemed to be on a bit of a mission to knock you off again.
It doesn't surprise me.
That's a bit harsh.
It was like it's one of these disposable characters he's got.
Well, he was looking at all your spells, and he went, nah, we'll just go around hitting things with a wand.
Why didn't he use my swords?
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
I'd say log out and log in again.
Approaching with caution, but following the same path Valkyn's taken.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that because otherwise we're gonna be a while. Because as Damian, as you approach the bottom rung of the bottom path with the cairns, you hear a whisper. It's a deep voice that's carried on the wind, and it says, "Long
for initiative."
Long have I waited," it says, "for one who is worthy. My whip hungers for blood. Retrieve it and rule these mountains in my stead, just like the mighty warriors from the earlier days of the Whispering Whale."
Oh, Jake, a new whip, mate.
What do you want to do?
I don't know what happened there. That was.
You followed up, Lou.
Cautiously.
I'm gonna kind of like turn to Niloren and turn to Rillik and Alanonl and say, "Can you hear anything?"
No, Jake.
Dave says no, I can't.
Dave says we can't hear anything.
I'm gonna potentially speak back to the voice.
Okay, out loud or in your nog?
I'm potentially just gonna like kind of like whisper out, and I'm gonna be like, "Who are you and where are you?"
Okay, so
I'm right here. I'm right next to you.
the response will come back. I am Kavan, not Kevin. I am Kavan of the mountains. Approach the cairn, and you get the sense that he's indicating the second cairn along to the left. I'm Kevin of the mountains. Approach the cairn and look beneath. And then it's almost as if connection's broken.
And it's the cairn that's at the bottom of the map. It's still like the one that's directly in front of me.
Yes, the second one along on the left. Yeah.
I'm gonna take like a passive perception check. Can I take a perception check on it?
Yeah, you can have a look around. Are you going by yourself?
I'd probably mention to the people. Well, I'd mention to everyone that there's a voice telling me to look under this cairn. It's a 22 on my perception.
22 is really good. So you can see this. There's these cairns are old. These cairns are ancient, old, not just old, and they've clearly been erected on purpose. They've been here that long that with a 22, I'll say that the grime and age that's on them has worn. But you can tell that there used to be some kind of carvings, some kind of ancient language on them, and the second one has more on than the others as you sort of scan over them and look. I'm just going to meta ever so slightly. Sam, you had 2 light spells memorized.
I believe I fixed it.
Yeah, I'll give you guidance. Have you read guidance?
Oh, did you do it? Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I have, mate. Yeah, I recognised after the last session I meant to fix it, and I went on to check, and I was like, "Oh, I picked guidance. Okay, I must have fixed it last time." And obviously, didn't you beat me to it?
It was the
Because
interfering
me and
deer.
Jake were on quite late last session, so I thought I fixed it then.
Right. Sorry, Jake.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna continue to kind of approach the cam that this thing is kind of whispered me to see if I can locate whatever he talks about.
Sure. Well, it's 10 foot tall and it's solid.
Hey,
And
do any of us recognise the languages?
You can have. Is anyone proficient in history?
Yes.
I mean, I've got a +4. Yeah, I'm proficient in that actually.
I'm proficient with a +5, and I speak 5 languages.
Okay. Well, we'll split the roles then, Sam. If you want to, as Jake's checking to see if it's what it is. If you want to have a history check just to see if you recognise it.
Oh, 24.
Nicely rolled. With 24, you can tell that it is, as it would appear, ancient. This is prehistory
Okay.
runes.
A long lost language.
Yeah. So from, I mean, to be honest, I'm not great on Greyhawk. But if there was a civilization and then an extinction event and then another civilization, it would be from before the extinction event. This.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to have a look to see if I reckon or can throw any more light on it?
You can have an Arcana check if you want, mate, just to see if you can do your hoodoo voodoo. Not letting the side down with the 23, Mr. Miller. You know that, and again, you sort of have a scan round. You want to be sure. You've been in Barovia long enough now to know that if someone's whispering in your mind, you need to check this shit out. As far as between the 3 of you can tell, Damian's happy that there doesn't seem anything suspicious. Niloren's happy that it's of a language, and the language itself doesn't appear to be aggressive. And Alanonl is happy that it is of hinting at ancient arcane lore, but not of. It is of an aggressive sort, but not in terms of more defensive than attacking.
Fair enough.
But you can all tell it's going to take some effort to shift this thing.
Then I'm going to look at Rillik and say, "Come on then, we myself. Well, it's your turn."
Yeah, so far 3 of us have rolled over 20.
Oh yeah, no pressure.
Okay, so it's slightly narrower at the base. It's covered in moss, which makes it look like it's solid, and it does rise up a good 10 feet.
I'll throw in an assist for you, Lou.
Yeah.
Sam, guidance.
Guidance? Oh yeah, I get you a touch of guidance as well. So as long as you're willing, it'll give you a D4 plus to your roll.
Sweet.
So
roll
with an assist.
So you can have an athletics check with advantage and then add a D4 to the roll.
Athletics check with an advantage. 19.
Okay, you're going to need the D4 then. Does it? Okay, so it takes you a couple of goes at it, and you pushing, straining. Just, I mean, you're young enough not to give yourself a hernia, but only just shy. And eventually, it does. There's a creak. There's an audible crack as you manage to shift all of the sediment that's settled, and the birds fly off, and it's loud. After that, it's a relatively simple case of just pushing it over. Underneath, it looks like a burial cairn, and there's a humanoid bones, and on top of the humanoid bones, coiled around, is a whip. It's leather handle. The whip itself looks like it's made from animal parts, so tendons, ligaments, bits of gut all tied together, and every so often along the whip itself, there appears to be it looks like claws that for now are laying against the whip. What are you going to do?
I am gonna take my short sword in its scabbard, and I'm gonna take the hand, like, to hold the scabbard end of that, so like almost like hold the blade side of it on the scabbard, and use the handle to lift it out of the cairn. So not actually physically touching it, but like just like coaxing it out with the handle, like kind of like looking at it and trying to get a better kind of idea of all these parts that it's made out of, and visualize this whip a little bit better.
Okay. It looks fully functioning. Excuse me. Given its age, its clear age, it's still intact. It looks nasty. It looks deadly. But you can also tell you're not going to find out much more about it unless you either there's some way to magically identify it, or unless you grab hold of it and spend some time with it.
I'm going to turn to the group and kind of, as I'm holding it on the edge, and I say, we've tangled with some of the dark magics that manifest in this place. I think it's not safe for me to start using this weapon until we've had a better look at it, and I think now's not the time. And then I look to see if we can put it in the bag of holding for the time being.
Oh, thanks.
It's its own plane, isn't it? If it's in the bag of holding, whereas
This might be dangerous. You look after it.
But I'm just concerned that if we start messing about with it now, that we're gonna mess with some magic that we don't know anything about. Whereas at least at a safer point, Alanonl can identify it.
Let's say, what about detect magic?
I mean, identify is ideally what we need to do to it, don't we? So we can understand the magic that's behind this weapon.
If you want, if that's what you want to do, mate.
I think that's probably the best thing to do.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you do have the option of Alanonl. You've got identify as a ritual, I think, Mr. Miller, haven't you? So it's 10 minutes to cast if he wants to cast it as a ritual, or you can secure it now and carry on up the hill.
I was just having a look. I haven't got that.
It's in your spellbook, dude.
I think my smart head would say that we're not in the best of places. We've heard the danger of magic that's here, and if we start messing about with the whip now, I'm just concerned we're in a vulnerable position. It takes to cast the magic to ritual identify it.
Cool. So you can all now see everything that I described to Mr. Johnson. You've got this circle of stones. Let me give you a top-down map.
Loading.
Just going to pop Aaron's token on for now. Because it is a large map.
Oh.
So what you have discovered so far is all of this. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing it, but that'll do for now. So as you've approached here, there's your cairns as you've started to go up the hill, this is your ring of stones. The lightning that is striking seems to be striking specifically on these stones as it hits, and the bolt of lightning strikes it. Pretty much always strikes one of these stones as if it's drawn to it. I'm going to put you sort of around this area here on approach towards the stones. Are you approaching in any particular way, or is anything else happening that I need to know of?
I can approach again, or we could have somebody with detect magic. We already detected them.
Range is a problem with detect magic, mate. It's only 30 feet. And looking at the size of this map, yeah, it's
The
not gonna
recce
cover
round
much.
the outside.
Yeah, you want to go and have another look around?
Yeah, I'll have another recce up.
Okay, make another stealth check then.
Well, 30 feet's only like one square, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Pretty much, yeah.
It is a big map, this. I'm just going to give you a bit more as we go. Oh. Okay, you as you start checking, I mean, 12's still not ridiculously bad. You're going as slow as you can. The ground around the cairn, so around the ring of stones, is difficult ground, and as you go, you do sort of stumble and triple a couple of times and cause rocks to fall. But even so, there's still no sort of sign of life necessarily. You can, as you sort of crest the stones, you can see the other side. There is this large, horrible-looking tree type thing.
Yeah.
Which was clearly made from the same stuff as the Gulthias staff from last week. But you can easily make it back to the rest of the party without any difficulty.
Great. Okay. Do a perception check on the lightning striking.
What to see what you wanted to know, to see if it's
unusual about it, if there's anything, if it can be pushed over, if it can be opened, if it can.
Okay. I think that's probably going to be
a little bit.
Sorry, dude, I keep interrupting.
Investigation. Go on.
I think that'll probably be a nature check. Yeah, it seems like not lightning. It's just from what you know, lightning strikes the tallest thing. The tallest thing is the tree in the background, but for some reason it seems to be drawn to these stones. You can't quite figure out why. It doesn't seem to be anything sinister about it, as far as you're aware. Yep. So you're going to report back. Yeah. So
nothing found.
Yeah. So what's the plan?
Well, we've come to destroy the tree, haven't we? I believe. And potentially kill the druids of Yester Hill.
You can get the gem back.
Yeah.
And the lightning pattern seems to suggest something's going on inside that circle.
Meanwhile, I bet we continue up, head towards that circle, and then investigate the tree further. We know it's the spot of where a vampire was buried.
You've got, still towering up. I'll take you back to the image of the picture. You've still got this here. You can't quite see it. If I zoom, yeah, it's no good if I zoom in. In the middle of this ring of stones is a massive 40-foot tall effigy type thing. So on your map, it's here and it's huge.
I remember you said.
Whereabouts are we all, Dave?
Say again, sorry.
Whereabouts are we? Are we down?
You're still here. Put your lads on again.
Yeah, I think we need to investigate the Wicker Man, don't we?
Yeah. So if you remember the description, he 50-foot tall statue made of tightly woven twigs and packed with black earth. Statue resembles a towering cloaked man with fangs.
Oh God. Let's skip this one, boys.
Yeah. Sorry, just
like at the feet. What's it on? Is it on a stand or?
As far as you can tell from as close as you've been, it's on the deck.
All right, okay.
There's dead grass and earth inside.
I mean,
just gonna put a little off topic because I think this, or on topic but out of the game, because I missed last week. We've come up to this place to destroy that tree. Is that right? Because it's got something to do with the druids.
Yeah. So the last druid we killed had a staff that was made from the wood of that tree. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, they tend to grow where dead vampires are buried.
Yes.
So the tree is inherently evil, as it were, because it's on tainted ground. But we also believe that the druids stole one of these gems from the Martikov family. So part of the mission to come here is to try and get that gem back as well.
the gems basically protect the winery and help the wine grow, because in Barovia it wouldn't normally grow because of the conditions, but the gems help it grow.
Right, and he's hidden it up here somewhere.
That's what we believe, anyway.
Right, okay, it's all right. I can.
All
Right, back in the room.
I mean, there seems to be only one rational plan to this, and normally, when we see Wicker Men, we burn them.
Yeah.
Do we though?
Yes, we do.
You ever seen Wicker Man?
I'm not inside it, so I'm not particularly worried.
We'll make sure Nick Cage isn't in there first.
But it's not that. It's part of an effigy, isn't it? Like they burned it to honour somebody. Wouldn't it be better just to push it down?
Hack it to pieces.
Yeah, because if you burn it, it's like you're honouring. It's Strahd, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, that's what I was about to say.
Or a
Can I roll a
vampire.
religion check to see if we'd recognise if the effigy is a representation of a religion or something?
Yeah, sure.
Just so I can fail at another religion check, Dave. That's all. 16.
16.
I think it's the best one I've had so far.
Yeah, effigies are normally designed to be burned. As a this isn't a permanent structure. It's there as Rillik has sort of said as you're discussing it. Yeah, it's probably not a good thing, and it is to be built. What it's constructed of is dried twigs and combustible material.
I say we knock it down.
Well, there's one or two people it potentially could be, isn't it? It's either Strahd or it's the vampire that's responsible for producing tainted. And potentially by doing something wrong, we may release a power that we don't know anything about. So I agree with you, really. I think we do have to be careful about how we approach it and maybe burning. My first suggestion of burning might not be the best. But I think we might
chop it down.
have a better look at it
down.
first.
Chop it down. Chop it down.
I could try and blow it to pieces with my Thunderwave.
Well, we have to go and have a look at it first, don't we? Because we're looking at it from a distance.
It's quite a way away, so we might as well go and check it out and go into the concert inside.
Yeah, I think we've got to go up.
Okay, so we're all approaching.
Yeah.
So as you approach, let's put you a little bit closer to the stones. I'm going to ask for individual perception checks just to see who spots first.
Well, that's about right.
Right.
That's 221. So Valkyn and Rillik both at the same time. From as you approach from the east, something catches the corner of your eye, and it's coming out of the sky, and it's a bright flash of orangey yellow light, and then it's followed by another one and another one and another one, and it seems to be getting closer. It's well, first of all, how, because you both see it at the same time, how would Valkyn and Rillik respond to this?
I say we run into the circle because it might be lightning. If we're in the middle of the open and we're wearing I'm wearing plate.
Me too.
I reckon we need to make a dart for the inner circle.
Yeah.
Okay, so keeping an eye on these bolts of light, you make it into the circle. By which time, as you're sort of looking sort of in this direction where it's coming from, it's flash, 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 and it's getting larger. So it appears to be getting closer. And the closer it gets, and it is travelling quite rapidly, the closer it gets, the more it reminds you of something running through the air. And as you enter the ring of stones, it becomes clear that it is a horse with flaming hooves, a black horse with flaming hooves, with two people riding on the back at full gallop through the air, getting closer and closer. And as you enter the stones, it does one final loop and stops and lands on the stone just here. And what you see in front of you is quite an imposing, stately looking gentleman on the back of this black horse with a fiery mane and fiery hooves. The pillion jumps off the back. You've seen her before. She is a heavily veiled lady. You bumped into her back in the village of Barovia, and you saw her off just before Rahadin set about you. Spooky looking veiled lady character. And as this horse, this literal nightmare settles, the gentleman atop it starts to speak to you, and he is thickly accented, and he will say, "Greetings. It's about time we met. I am Strahd von Zarovich."
Oh, yeah.
And behind, as he introduces himself to you, behind him in the mist, you can see an image appear. And it's the image of quite a fine-looking castle. And it's clearly an illusory image. And you can also hear sort of laughter and jovial sounds. And you can see Strahd just cringe a little bit in response to this. This picture, by the way, this picture is awesome. That's from the actual campaign. I had to show you that because it's
nice.
It is a good one, that. And Strahd will continue, and he will say, I thought it was about time I introduced myself to you, being as you've done me the discourtesy of not accepting my invitation. Now, I must apologise that I have been busy. Normally, guests such as yourself would have my undivided attention, but my attention has been split recently. But Alanonl, Damian, Valkyn, Rillik and Niloren, it is a pleasure to meet you all. And with this, he claps his hands and he says, let the ritual begin. Let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
You are shitting me.
Yes.
No, surely not. Come on.
Nah, we're not high enough level for the boss battle.
Dave. Let's talk about this.
So, stick yourself. You can see more of the Ken than that. Right. Don't press anything for now. And what I'm going to do is move you ever so slightly. There you go. So put yourselves where you would be as you enter the circle. Enter the circle.
I'm still loading. Hang on, Dave.
Oh, okay. Righto.
Yeah, it's telling me you've put a lot of bad guys on there. It's taking its time.
I'll just roll initiative for Strahd then. Getting a bit of feedback from your mic there, Jake. You.
Oh, sorry. It's probably me tapping on something.
Oh, right.
Did you?
Has it loaded yet?
Just about. It's probably my internet, Dave.
Okay. Well, you will go around refusing invitations from Dark Lords.
We didn't refuse it as such. We just hadn't turned up yet.
And is that less polite then?
Well, no, because apparently wizards arrive exactly when they intend to.
Nice.
That's right.
Did well.
Sorry, hang on. Let me just get my cheese back out.
Oh, that was a good one.
Sorry, Dave. Still loading.
Oh my god, that's my first 19 initiative in like 3 sessions.
Nice. Put yourself where you'd be as you enter this. Well, it's only you that's loaded so far. I'm assuming you'd be up front.
Yeah.
I've loaded.
Oh, here we go.
Is this raised then, Dave? Is this like an embankment?
Not. This is fan art again. The way I envisage this fight, no. So all of this is flat. There's a path, but it's not difficult terrain or anything.
All right.
You have got the rocks spread around and what looks like monoliths, large stone outcroppings.
And where's Strahd and the Veiled Lady? Oh, right, okay.
Landed on the other side.
Yeah.
So they are.
Ooh.
They should be about 200. It's just
about 200 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be about 240, but we'll stick to what maps. In fact, we'll stick to what Maples is saying. We'll work it out from that. Okay, who's left? Rillik, Niloren, Valkyn. Miller's in. Roll your initiative, Miller. Nice one. Just waiting for you then, Jay.
I keep clicking on thing, but I think it's because I'm not attached to my token yet. Yeah.
What's that, dude? Oh, you're in. Tidy. Ah, right. Okay. So, what's going to happen? So, Strahd on top of the nightmare. So, he's still astride it as it stands. The veiled lady's stepped off to the side. Are you happy with the starting position here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. As Strahd has clapped his hands and said, "Let the ritual begin," all around you, from underneath the earth, leap douche. Dirty, horrible, grimy figures. Now, some of them you've sort of seen before. So you're sort of druidy type things, but there's also what looks like warriors, tribal warriors. These are humans. These are living humans now, and they were buried in small mounds with dirt over the top of them. They all look feral. They've responded to Strahd's cries, and what's going to start happening is all of the warrior-looking fellas draw axes and start running straight towards you. The druidy-looking, weedy-looking druid fellas are going to start chanting, and it's is it ululating chant, and it's very, very even without a roll, you can tell that this is ancient magic. And as they're jesting and gesticulating, dancing, and doing their whole ritual, from over here, you can see where the effigy is. In its chest, there's a green light is going to start pulsing. And as the ululating chant reaches a crescendo in the back and then reaches another crescendo, this green light is going to pulse. And the pulsing seems to be getting brighter and brighter. So that's the situation. Damian is first to react.
I'm on a slightly different map to what we were on before. I don't know what happened. I disconnected from this. Oh, there we go. I'm back in. So there's there's a figure immediately to my. I'm gonna maneuver myself directly. Oh, I ain't gonna move anywhere. I'm not gonna be able to get close enough. So I'm gonna whip my crossbow off my back, and I'm gonna fire a shot at the berserker that's immediately to my this one over here.
Gotcha.
That one.
Sure.
So that's a 18 to hit.
18 hits. Roll your damage.
With 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay. So yeah, the arrow as he's running full pelt towards you, the area pierces him somewhere shoulder-ish maybe, and keeps running, doesn't knock him off his stride, and he's still running towards you. Any movement? Any bonus actions?
Bonus action wise, I don't think I've got anything ready to rock and roll at the moment, and movement, I wouldn't want to leave them in the lurch, so I'm going to stay exactly as I am.
Okay, takes us to Rillik's turn.
I'm going to dash. What's dash again, Dave? Is it
60? Double your movement speed.
Yeah. I'm going to dash towards the tree.
Okay, sure. So as you get closer, you can see there's more combatants behind the tree itself. So this effigy, When you get closer, you're getting close enough now to sort of see that it is, and you've met him. It's based on Strahd. What do we say? 50 feet tall, huge, massive, towering thing, high up in its chest. So this is a good 40 feet, 40 plus feet up is this green pulsing light. Anything else? Any bonus?
I think he'll just turn around and shout to the group, destroy the statue.
Okay. That takes us to the Berserker's turn. Berserker's turns. So this one's going to start moving in, running straight at Valkyn. This one towards Niloren. This one's going to try and looks as if. Let me just have a quick look. Berserker. I'm assuming that they're not the smartest. They're not. They are under orders though. So he's running in intercept position, same as that one. From the back, a more wild war cries as more of them appear and start running in. So in terms of combat, I've only got 2 attacks, one on Valkyn and one on Niloren. Valkyn first, and you can tell as they're running closer, they're armed with great axes. There's a fair amount of frothing going on as they seem to be entering a sort of a reckless state, which mechanics terms gives them advantage to hit you, but you also get advantage to hit them. So against Valkyn first, the attack is a 21 to hit. That's 12 points of slashing damage.
I use Uncanny Dodge as a reaction.
Okay, that's 6 points of slashing damage. And then for Niloren, with advantage, that's 15.
No.
Misses. Okay. So that takes us to Strahd von Zarovich. I don't suppose you can actually see him. He's only just here. He's going to start casting a spell. Range of 120. So that takes it up to here. So what he's going to do is this rock here, as he starts chanting the spell, so you can clearly tell he's casting a spell and he's verbalizing the spell and using his hands. And with his right hand, he lifts, and as he lifts up, this rock rises. As it rises, 2 smaller stones fall from it, and it looks like he catches those with his left hand and then starts spinning them around. And what's going to happen is 2 large, I say large, one huge mound of earth is going to rise from the ground with 2 smaller rocks spinning around. This, Alanonl would be able to tell you, this is some high-level magic. This guy, he knows what he's doing. And he's come to make your lives miserable. I'm going to represent these with Stone Construct tokens. Are they not visible to you? So we've got 1 huge stone just being lifted up with the force of Strahd's mind, with 2 smaller ones swinging around. That's going to be his turn, though. Which takes us to the druid type characters. On their turn, they're not going to do anything other than continue to chant. And as they chant, as the chant reaches a crescendo, the pulsing starts to get brighter. now that it's their turn and they're concentrating on it, the brightness seems to increase with every crescendo, with every pulse. That takes us to Niloren's turn.
Dave, these don't appear to be undead, do they?
Nope.
No, they're living, breathing creatures.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing undead here is Strahd. That's obviously undead.
Yeah. I figure out how to disengage with him.
It has to be an action to disengage.
Yeah, and if I do a full withdrawal, I can't go past him to follow Rillik, can I?
Yeah.
You could use your action to disengage. You could move past him, couldn't you? Sure. You could make another attack without. You don't provoke enough. If you chose to disengage him and then move, that would be your action. Whereas if you attacked and tried to move, then you would provoke the opportunity attack.
So it'd be disengage and then 30 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you just peg it past him and then he gets an opportunity attack.
Dave? Yeah.
Sorry, Sam. Is he frozen? He's froze.
No. Sorry, I was thinking.
Oh, okay, right.
I'll roll the dice. I'll go for the boot it past him and chase up after Niloren. Rillik, sorry.
Okay, sure. Let me just check his, because I think he's reckless at the start of your turn. During that turn, yeah. So he's going to have an advantage to hit you. With advantage, he rolls 21.
Yeah, that's a hit.
It's only 4 damage though, Sam. So as you're running past, just a glancing blow as you.
Glances, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. That takes us to Mr. Miller, Alanonl's turn.
So is it a dash can go up to double?
Yes.
I can still use my actions and that after, or does a dash count as an action?
Dash is an action.
As an action.
If you like, think of it as a double move.
Yeah.
So you move and then you move again.
A bit like the zoom is. It stops and then zooms again.
I'm going to move. I want to. I think it's quite important. I'm going to cast a firebolt on this druid here.
Sorry, mate. Which one?
That one.
Sure. That's 90 feet. So make your attack roll.
Oh no, that's the wrong one, isn't it?
Yeah. Natural one. The firebolt, well wide, glides into the goes over the
fizzles
stones.
out in the fingers like a wet match.
Any movement, any bonuses from you?
No, I'm going to stay put.
Okay. That takes us to Valkyn.
Hmm. Right. So I've got Rillik and Niloren heading towards the statue. I'm being shot by a berserker. Got the Druids chanting.
The druids are chanting, yeah.
Hmm. The Strahd has said, "Let the ritual begin."
Correct.
All I'm thinking is, if a similar scenario as before, the Druids are the chanting is sort of aiding this ritual. So I think I'm going to target the Druids. Yeah. So that's my nearest Druid. Berserker. That's a Berserker. Druid over here. Okay. So how far is that guy away from me? He is 5 feet. What's the range on my crossbow? Is it 30 feet? 60.
So, did anyone answer that question?
I was just looking. Can you see? Crossbow. 30 feet is
30.
Yeah, is a normal attack.
First range.
30 feet. Okay, so I can move my 30 feet, and then I can take my crossbow action.
Okay, so that will be an
guy here.
opportunity attack from the berserker.
Okay.
He gets his bonus action as a rogue to disengage.
Yeah. So can I use my bonus action to disengage and then move?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So move the 30 feet.
Yeah.
Crossbow bolt to my nearest guy.
Go for it.
And I get assassinate on him, don't I think?
No, because he's already had his go.
Has he?
Yeah.
Druid?
Yeah, the druids have already had their go. They were continuing to chant.
Knobbers. Right, okay. 14?
14 is going to hit.
Oh.
Nice.
7 damage.
Window.
Okay. So you knock him off his stride as the it's only small quarrels for your hand crossbow as it strikes him. His eyes sort of clear. The whites of his eyes were just showing as he's chanting, adding his chant to the ritual. His eyes clear and focus, and he starts to look at you. Anything else?
I can't do anything else, can I? No.
No. Okay.
Use my bonus action. No.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, so the veiled lady. There's this veiled lady stood next to Strahd. She's just going to stand and watch for now, which takes us back to top of the line, round 2. Damian's turn.
So with my reach at the moment, I can see the berserker incoming from my right hand side.
Yeah.
Left side, sorry. So I'm going to make a strike my whip against it.
Mm-hmm.
$15 to hit.
15 hits.
To deal. That's a grand total of 11 points of slashing damage.
Nice. That's a good solid thwack across him. Still looking quite heavy.
I am gonna make a quick. I wouldn't want to leave Alanonl vulnerable, and I can see that obviously it's still incoming from the flank, so I'm going to make another slashing attack against the one that's got and a natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm going to deal my whip damage, but I'm also going to throw in one of my superiority dice.
Okay.
Just let me double check my features, but I hopefully should be able to use my because of being a monster hunter, I get the additional monster hunter dice. I can just double check the ruling on it, but I think I get basically 4 additional D8 dice that I can add as and when I choose.
Yep.
So I'll deal the damage, which should be. Are we doing it just as 2d4 plus then my? I'll do my automatic one, which is that was an 11. Then I'll add another d4. So that's 14 points of slashing damage for the whip attack, and then plus one of my d8s. It would be 2d8 though, wouldn't it? Because of the critical hit.
It will.
So that's going to deal an additional 5. So he's going to take another 20. He's going to take 22 points of slashing damage.
Nice. Okay, so the second attack, brings him, sort of stops him in his throw. This lad is berserking. Not that it really matters because you got a crit, but you would have actually had advantage to hit these lads. I'm going to put guiding bolts on them because that's advantage to hit them. Just so we can remember, their ability is equivalent to your reckless attack from a barbarian. So, okay. Anything else from Damian? Then you're going to stay where you are. You say.
That's my 2 attacks. As a bonus action, I haven't got anything else at the moment, so I'm just going to try and keep Alanonl safe.
Okay.
So I'll swing my whip round like a lunatic if needs be.
Sure. So that takes us to Rillik.
Hang on, I'm just getting my tape measure out. I'm going to abjure enemy.
Okay, that's a new one for me.
Yeah. So as an action, you can choose one creature within 60 feet of you that has to make a Wisdom saving throw. If it fails, its speed is reduced to 0, until it takes any damage. If it succeeds on the saving throw, its speed is halved until it takes any damage, which I'm going to do on. Oh, hang on. This bad boy here.
Okay. So Wisdom saving throw. He rolls 4.
Yeah, so he needed a 15. So he's now got a speed of 0.
Okay.
So he can't move. While he's done that, I'm going to move to there.
Sure. Right, we're going to consider him grappled for intents and purpose then. Is that your go?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Berserker's turns. So let's go with the Frothing lads first. They're going to move in. That one is going to go for Alanonl, one on Damian. Who else we got? We've got this one. Can get into range with Valkyn. This lad, he's just getting close. He's probably going to run this way, actually. This lad can run, and he was heading to intercept Niloren, which he'll do. and that chopper can't move. Okay, let's make some attack rolls then. So I'm going to do it so from left to right. So Niloren first. This lad, he is going to go into a rage as well. So that's 21 to hit Niloren.
Yeah.
12 damage.
Oof.
For Alanonl, Mr. Miller, that's rolls poorly. 11. That misses you, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 for Damian. 18.
I'm going to use my reaction and my defensive duelist to bump my AC up to 20. Make it miss.
Okay, and then 1 for Valkyn with advantage is 21 to hit Valkyn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's 5 slashing damage.
Can I dodge again?
Yeah, sure. So you take 3. Right, that's Berserker's turn. So Strahd is now. What's Strahd going to do?
It's whenever Dave pulls that little laughy smiley face, you know
Yeah.
he's going to try and fuck us.
Bloody straight.
It is Mr. Burns.
Bend over, boys.
Excellent.
So this is 30 feet. So what Strahd's going to do? Well, first of all, he's going to do his best evil laugh, and he's going to say to you all, so I know we're not prepared. I'm aware that you're not prepared for our final confrontation yet. This is just a little taster to see how you get on. By the looks of it, you might not even survive this. These stone constructs, these massive stone boulders that he's created that started spinning round, they've kind of got 3 directions that they could potentially go in.
Of course they have.
And they're going to move 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That way.
Of course they are.
I'm just to kind of envision them. They are just like they are stone constructs, or
Just,
are they like
no, like it's a massive stone
Large boulders.
the three?
Yeah.
It's
The one
basically
big one with 2
Skywalker,
satellite in ones.
And they are, you can feel the wind rising from the ones that are spinning round, and this one that's turning towards you, and all he's doing to move this is he just casually gestures as he continues to laugh. So the druid's turn. So we've got one that's been damaged. He is gonna, just before I commit to this, let me just check what he can actually do. He's just going to cast box. So, what you'll notice, Mr. Johnson, from fighting this berserker is this druid here. His skin turns to bark as he runs towards you. I think cantrip, is that a bonus action? It is, and his so his skin turns to bark, and he's carrying like a staff. Which he's going to sort of say a few words over, and that starts to be enchanted. He's going to run into melee range, or he's going to stand just behind the berserker there. The rest of the druids continue to chant, and exactly the same as before. The more they chant, as this pulsing light from the statue becomes more intense, the light itself gets brighter and brighter the further they get into this chant. Takes us to Niloren's turn.
Niloren. Yeah. So because it's close range, he is going to shout out the word radiant, so I need a con save, please, Dave.
Sure. This is the berserker in front of you.
Yeah.
Rolls a 9.
That's a fail. That's 6 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, behind him will appear my holy spiritual weapon.
Douche.
My Mace of Pelor.
Okay. Let's
With its
just...
burning son of a head.
Son of a head.
Got that idea from me, having a shiny head.
Your shiny helmet. And with that, he's going to make an attack.
Go for it.
Now, am I right in thinking I get advantage?
Yes, you do. It's a
Yeah.
melee attack, isn't it? Well, it's an attack, and
It's
he's
a melee attack.
He's raging.
25 to hit.
25 easily hits. Yeah.
10 points of radiant damage.
Nice. Anything else?
No. I, Sam, have an idea, but Niloren wouldn't have the same idea as what I have. So.
Okay.
Just from what's going on the battlefield that he's not party to, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, but
because it's behind him. That's my thought process. So I'm picking up on the fact that we might break up the chant if we damage all the druids, but Niloren wouldn't see this to convey it because it's happened behind him. Does that make sense?
Yes and no, because you've got this wicker man in front of you. You can hear the chanting and it's getting brighter. What I like in these circumstances to adjudicate a roll to this. Would you like a religion check?
Yeah. Okay.
And what I would suggest to you is okay, go on then. 12 is bizarrely, that's exactly what I was after.
Okay.
Niloren would have heard of such ancient rituals before. Your history check from before and your religion check now, 12 is what I was thinking before you rolled. That's exactly what's happening. These druids are channeling this ritual. You need to stop the ritual, you need to interrupt it. With a 12, however, it's not high enough to let you know how long you've got.
Okay, so as he's charging forwards and he's noticing the things that are going on in the fight, obviously Niloren then suddenly thinks, hang on, read about this before, yeah, and he'll shout out to everyone, we need to injure the druids. If we can get them to stop chanting, we can stop this ritual in its tracks.
Okay. Takes us to Valkyn's turn.
Well, I'm in a world of shit here because I've got two guys. And I've just remembered I can't actually kill anybody, so might as well go home.
You have to bring this up. Why do you... What? You don't verbalise that information. Don't give it to Dave.
I'd remembered.
Yeah. I like to play fair, so.
Just hack off appendages.
There's but a Strahd.
A show, actually.
It's, in fairness, shut up, Miller.
I mean, it's in the nicest way possible.
Yeah, in the nicest way possible. The get out clause for your curse, yeah, let's chop his legs off.
Can I disband?
Yeah, it is within the rules. Well, look at me, I've got one eye, so, you know.
Oh, sweet.
Light bulb.
Oh. Let's see you run without a dick. So,
certain way to interpret the rule.
So I'm going to move out of range. I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage again. So
Okay.
Probably my 30 feet.
Yeah.
And then take another. I'm just going to have to whittle him down, I think. Maybe just try and wound. Try and aim for his legs. We can't after me.
Is this the
That's
berserker?
This is a druid. I'm still aiming at the druid.
Sure. Okay. So he's okay. Roll to hit.
That's wink.
That's my natural one. Yeah. No. Just. And it's nice. I like bark armor. So you can see he's covered in this bark armor now. That the bolt strikes him square in the forehead. Makes no difference. Just sticks in the bark. As he grins evilly at you and continues to advance. So that's bonus action. Actually, that's you pretty much done, isn't it?
Yeah, that's me done, mate.
Okay, Verili's going to do it. So that takes us round 3. Top of the tree, Damian.
Has Andy gone?
No, I didn't have my go.
Who did we miss then? Niloren.
Alanonl.
Oh,
Been, but Mr. Miller hasn't been.
oh, that's weird. Okay, sorry, Mr. Miller. I don't know if I pressed it. Must have pressed it twice accidentally. Go on then.
Well, I'm gonna cast a Thunderwave.
Thunderwave, yes.
Just as the first level, just to try and get these away from myself and Damian.
Okay, let me just. Yeah. So yeah, actually, if they're 15 feet apart, yeah, go on then. So you're gonna push them this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or diagonally outwards.
Well, it's difficult with Thunderwave because it appears as a cube. So to get both of them, you're going to have to be on the corner of the cube with it pushed in front of you. So the cube.
I thought it was like from me. So I don't know. So I was thinking,
strange actually, like going.
sort of this one here would sort of go out this way, and this one would sort of go that way.
Yeah, go on then. I was saying go on then. I need to make a Constitution saving throw, I think.
Yeah, so the DC is what, 16?
16. So the fella on the left rolls 7, fella on the right rolls 16. So the fella on the right passes. The fella on the left fails if you want to roll your damage. 10 points of damage. So he takes 10. And he's pushed 10 feet?
Yeah, 10 feet.
10 feet. There? Yep.
Yeah, happy with that.
This lad stays still and he takes 5. Okay, so that's action. Any movement bonus action?
No, I'm going to stay put for now. Just give Damian a helping hand if he needs it.
I think having heard the information from Niloren, Damian would say, "Go, stop the druids. I've got these two."
Okay. Well, as he's happy then, now I shall move.
30 to there. Okay, fine. So that takes us to Rillik's turn.
Wait.
Oh, wait a
no.
minute. Oh, God. Damian's turn.
All right.
That's all right. So I'm going to make an attack against the druid, that the berserker that's directly in contact with me. You said it's with advantage because he's recklessly attacking. So that's a 24 to hit.
It's a good solid thunk.
That's 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay, yeah.
I'm then gonna go for another attack against him again.
Sure.
For a 27 to hit.
27 hits.
I'm gonna bunk one of my superiority dice on top of it as well.
Sure.
So that's 9 points of damage, slashing. And then an extra 5, so that's a total of 14 points of slashing damage against him.
14. Okay, he is on his last legs. As you've slashed him down, he the whip connects twice and tears chunks of flesh off him. He's very, very unhealthy. Anything else?
Knowing that I can't finish him off myself, I'm potentially going to take the chance of provoking an opportunity attack and still moving to try and bait this other berserker here. So I'm going to attempt the opportunity attack, and I'm going to move my 30 feet right there.
That'll be 2 opportunity attacks then.
I would have as long as I'm not
circumvented. Got you. Okay, yeah.
of him, if that makes sense.
It does make absolutely, yeah. So the attack against you is going to be a crit. So that's 25 to hit, and it's going to be a total of 22 points of damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I hope so, otherwise I'm not going.
Is that everything?
Well, on that note, then I'm going to bonus action, and I'm going to second wind as well.
Yeah, good idea.
And then I'm done.
Okay. Now it's your turn then, Lewis. Rillik's turn.
So I'm going to ignore Niloren. I'm going to basically run to the base of this statue here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to climb it.
Okay. So you've moved 25 to get there.
25, yeah.
Okay. Now that you're close to it, you can see up above you now, sort of 40 feet. Building height. This pulsating green light.
Mm-hmm.
It looks sturdy. You can also tell now that the base of it is entwined with roots, but the roots are travelling up and around. So they're coming out of the ground around its feet, travelling up it. But the rest of it looks like dry twigs and various other bits and pieces. So you've got 5 feet of movement. Are you going to use your action to try and climb up?
Yeah, so I'm assuming with it pulsating, you can see this light. I'm assuming we can see where this light is. So it's not going to be in the head.
No,
it's going to be in the torch. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's are you going for the gem then? Is this what you're climbing up to there?
Yeah, I'm going to go up. I'm going to punch man through and try and rip the gem out.
Okay, so 5 feet of movement left. It's going to have to be a dice roll to see how well you climb.
Athletic.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think that's what it says in the rule.
Yeah.
17.
17 is pretty good. And if you're doing it as an action, I'll let you, because it's going to be difficult terrain. You're not going to get all 40 feet up that quickly. But with a 17, I'm quite happy for you to travel past melee range in line to be there with a decent roll next turn.
Yeah, right.
Okay, that's going to have to be your action though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So Berserker time. This idiot still can't move then, is that correct?
No.
Yeah. Okay. He's having a bad day. That Berserker's, he's going to continue to move that way. I think the rest are druids, aren't they? So he's going to move. He's going to try and move in. That Berserker's going to move in. So that's left to right then. So Niloren first. With advantage. 21.
Yeah.
5 damage. Next is Damian, 2 against you. 24.
It's
14 damage. Second attack rolls a 14.
Yeah, that's going to miss.
And then Valkyn, 19 to hit Valkyn. 12 damage.
Can he do
6 damage. So Strahd is going to move these. Douche. Right. Okay. Welcome to the pain. So the huge object is just going to spin, start to spin round as it gets closer. It's sort of rolling over on top of itself as it gains a little bit of height, and then it's going to try and come on top of you and crush you. It rolls a crit.
Oh shit.
28 to hit.
Yeah.
Right, let me just roll. Oh, fucking hell, Sam.
I hope they do.
Because we're not going.
24. That's the second roll. You jam me with the second roll.
It's Niloren one ball now, mate.
That's 30 points of damage.
Oh god.
The smaller ones, as they start spinning round, also as this massive stone impacts next to you or virtually on top of you, the two smaller ones start spinning around and colliding with you as well. The first one, 25 to hit.
Yeah.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Second one, 27 to hit.
Yeah.
8 damage.
Hang on. So that's 16 altogether.
Yep.
Oh fucking hell. I'm down, but I'm just alive.
Jesus fucking Christ.
As in, that was nearly insta death.
Right, so you see, or the rest of you feel the impact of this stone, and it seems to have crushed Niloren. And as it rises off him, his inert form is just lying covered in blood underneath this stone as it moves off. Druid's turn. Druid's gonna start.
This is where I wish I went chaotic good, because my character would be laughing then.
Hard.
I know.
Druid's gonna make a quarterstaff attack against Valkyn. Rolls 14.
This is
Yeah. The rest of the druids continue to chant. Sam, death saving throw, please.
What am I rolling?
D20.
Straight up D20, yeah?
Straight up D20.
Oh, you are having a fucking laugh.
That's 2 fails.
Oh, fuck off, Sam. No.
I fucking called it a long time ago.
Wait. You lost your eye, didn't you? Thank fuck for that.
Dave took my dog off me. He's took my fucking eye off me, and now he's coming for my life.
At least,
do death saves.
at least I built up to it. It's not like I went in. No, move away from that.
Yeah.
Mr. Are you there, Andy? Mr. Millett?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just eating.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, no one needs to see that.
No.
Okay, your turn.
Right. I have been...
I'm not angry, Dave. Just, thought better of you, to be honest, mate.
To be fair, on the live stream that I watched, this combat killed 2 of the PCs.
Really?
Yeah, like Wipeout killed 2 of the PCs.
Right. I'm going to move, and then I'm going to cast... So let me... So I'm going to move to here, I think it was. Yep, and then I'm going to cast Shatter on these stones.
On these stones.
Oh, weird. They're not. Sorry, I missed a bit. They're not. They're just wanging around them two now. Hold on. They're just flying around here now. They're not going around this thing.
Yeah. They're still going round. Yeah. So you'll be able to hit them all, they're still travelling round.
Right, so I'm going to aim it for here then.
Yeah.
On this big one. So
Yeah.
that should encompass these as well then.
Yeah, sure. And
So,
you're going to miss Niloren, obviously.
well, yeah, they've got. I can bend my. I can protect them anyway, can't I?
You can, because you're an evocation.
Jesus Christ, Dave! You've just nearly killed me in one go. Don't add more problems for me.
Right. So, what the best is that? So, Shatter. So, it's a Constitution saving throw of 16 for you.
Um,
And the disadvantage.
And disadvantage because you're made a rock.
this Constitution is okay.
Rocks have a constitution.
With disadvantage. Yeah, because they're
Right. A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered at that point must take a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. A creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal. A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in the spell's area.
They all fail with disadvantage, mate. Yeah.
Is that including the berserker?
Don't think you can reach that far. It's a 20 foot.
Okay. It's a 10-foot.
10. Oh, you could do. Yeah, you can get the berserker then as well.
10 foot from this centre.
Let's give him a Constitution saving throw as well. Then he rolls 16. He DC 16, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he passes.
Okay, so
22, nice. In fact, that's enough to actually shatter the two small ones. So they are out of the equation. That was a good move, actually, mate. So the berserker takes 11. Okay, so that's movement, a little bit of movement, and an action. Is that you done?
yeah.
Okay. Valkyn.
Right. I feel like we're all a little bit spread out, so I think I want to try and help Rillik out at the statue bombs.
Okay.
So I'm going to need to dash and use my bonus action to disengage.
Sure.
I think. Dash. HD. Hold on. I don't want to go to. Oh, that puts me right. I'll go around this. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be me. Yeah.
I think that's you done. As you get closer here, you can see there's more druids. There's one hidden behind this rock and one here.
Mm-hmm.
So Veil Laser going to do anything. So that takes us to round 4, Damian's turn.
Oh man.
It's a big roll coming up, Sam.
I know, Dave. I know.
Big roll coming up, and then potentially lots of D6s to roll.
But then potentially Sam's going to spend the rest of the session making his new character.
Oh, mate.
I've become emotionally invested though, Dave. That's the problem.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to miss Niloren.
I am going to. I know I can't kill him, so I'm going to action surge to disengage. So I'm going to disengage to start off with.
Yeah.
I'm then going to move my full 30 feet of movement.
Yeah.
And then use my crossbow to pop a shot at that last druid that's in front of me.
This fella, yeah.
Yeah. It's probably going to be a bit of a waste of an action surge, but I feel like I know I can't kill it, and I know I need to try and disturb the ritual further. So hopefully this does the job. 22 to hit.
Yeah.
For a grand total of 6 points of piercing damage. Can I throw? I'm going to throw one of my superiority dice on it just to really disrupt him.
Sure.
Not bad. So he's going to take another 6 points of piercing damage as well.
Okay. Is that? Yeah. So that's action surge movement. No bonus actions.
I can't really bonus action. There's nothing else bonus action I could do, and I can only take one attack because I've got a crossbow, so I can't reload the crossbow to shoot another time, and I'm not within, unless I fling a dagger at disadvantage at one of the berserkers. But I mean, well, it would just be neutral, wouldn't it? Because of their, it'd just be like a normal straight roll for them because they've got disadvantage for the reckless attack.
Yeah, you can do if you like.
They've got.
As you sort of running into position, you sort of fling it behind you. Sounds quite stylish.
It's only an 11 to
Yeah,
hit.
11's going to miss.
I'll just discard from my infantry.
Takes us to Rillik.
I'm still climbing.
Okay, roll it again then.
Just keep climbing. Just keep climbing.
That's a natural one, dude.
Oh.
Okay, so as you see or you hear and feel the ground tremble as the stone, as the massive boulder impacts on Niloren, you hear the shout and then silence. And it distracts you enough that as you look around, as the next time you grab on, you can see Niloren on the floor covered in blood with this stone rising off him. Your next handhold slips and you do fall back down to the ground. And you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Yeah,
It's so good. It's so good.
That's your evil laugh, isn't it, Lewis?
Okay. So if we were saying your action was going to be to climb, you're going to be prone on the floor, so you can use half your action to stand.
Yeah. Dust myself off.
Yeah.
Say a few curse words.
Yeah.
Hands on hips and look up at the statue again.
Okay. Sticking with it. Well, Felimilad's not coming any closer. Yeah. Okay, so back to the Berserkers, their turn. Ooh. That one's going to move 30 towards Rillik. He can't move. These two are going to pile in against Alanonl. This one's going to start running towards Valkyn. This one will start moving further in. Right, let's do some attacks. It's going to be against Alanonl then. First one is 25 to hit.
Actually, it's doubting it, the maze.
No, that's got me.
And it's the luckiest crit I've ever seen. 25 is a crit, but you only take 5 points of slashing damage. Rolled a 1 on both dice.
Jesus.
Yeah. So it's 2d12
bastard.
plus 3. And you take
That is mega unlucky.
that's
No, it's not.
Yeah. So second attack is 23 to hit.
Yeah, pissed.
8 damage, 8 slashing damage. Take more damage from the normal hit. I think that's it in terms of berserkers. They're all engaged now, aren't they? Right, Strahd's turn. No, he wouldn't want to. He is going to move the large stone construct. Who's being the most obstructive?
I have a feeling that no, he wouldn't want to, is he wouldn't want to squish Niloren.
Who knows, Sam?
Mm.
Don't play
Yeah,
poker.
okay, Dave.
I think it's going to start moving towards Rillik. Hold up. Yeah, and it starts as you're on the ground, and Rillik sort of turns around to see what's happening as you have a minute to pick yourself up. You see as it starts rising towards you, it's actually starting to pick up and floating in midair as well. Right, Druid's turn. Right, this Druid is now aware of what's happening, so he's going to cast Barkskin and Shillelagh. This Druid at the top is going to join in with his Oppo. There's not much else they're going to do.
And since I shot that other druid, has anything changed in terms of the ritual?
No. There are, from your vantage point, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 more druids still. Well, Valkyn would be aware of 2 druids down here. You'd perhaps be able to see 2 over yonder, so 1 here and 1 here. You ready, Sam?
No. No, Dave, I'm not.
Once.
Come on, mate.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh, I fucking hate this game.
Sorry, dude.
What was it?
It's a 5.
5.
That's 5.
Oh, man.
And there it is.
Oh, mate.
Oh, well, that's just cruel D&D Beyond. Jesus Christ.
Yes, mate. Yeah. That's vicious. Is there any way to bring you back?
I had the only way to bring me back.
That's what I was thinking.
Right.
Would any of us help? Would any of us know the way to bring you back? Oh,
It's a cleric spell.
yeah, revivifying it.
Yeah.
But you've got to do it within 60 seconds of me dying. You'd have to do it in the next 10 rounds to achieve it.
Sorry, Sam.
It's all right. It's not your fault, Dave. Well,
it
you know.
is.
But what if the potions in his bag of holding were split open by the rock?
And he absorbed it through his skin.
Osmosis healing. Fucking hell. Okay.
Cool. Sorry, was
What
that our moment of silence? Was it? For,
Yeah.
for Niloren?
What does healing skill do?
It doesn't raise the dead. Yeah. We're sort of a little bit beyond that.
It would have, I think, stabilised me if we'd done it before the final death roll.
Yes. Yeah. So you can make his you can make a medicine check to stabilize, which gives him
Another roll.
yeah, it's a pass on your death saves, isn't it? I believe.
Yeah.
Well, that's immaterial now.
So a raised dead is still possible, but you haven't got access to that as it stands. Right, are you rolling a new one, Sam?
Yeah, I'm still present and stuff, but I'll crack on and get my next character ready.
Took it well, dude. Fair play to you. Right, I am gonna take Niloren out of initiative then.
Jesus Christ, Dave, the man just died.
Well, I thought I'd take him out of respect, so we don't so I don't accidentally keep saying, right, Sam, it's your. Oh no, it's not.
At least you lost all your blood. I lost my head.
I think you'd have lost your blood pretty quick, mate.
Right.
Alanonl's turn. So you've
I'm
got.
I'm going to cast Thunderwave.
Oh, okay, right. Constitution save DC 16. First one, 19. So the top one's 19. The bottom one's 17.
So where is it? So just so it takes half as much damage and it's not pushed.
Yes.
Okay. Brilliant.
6. So they both take 3. 3 is enough to kill this top one. After he was savaged by Damian last turn. So he dropped. You might as well throw him back because he dies anyway. So that's your action. Anything else?
So if I move, I've got to disengage. Disengage, is that right?
Disengage is an action, and you cast your spell.
Right. So I can't move. Anyway.
Have you got any bonus action spells, Miller, or bonus action cantrips?
Oh yeah, I have actually. Hey.
Well, you've cast a spell, so you can only cast a bonus action cantrip, which you haven't got.
I could use Misty Step. It's a bonus action.
Yeah, but it's a spell bonus action. So if you'd have you could cast Misty Step to bonus action and then cast a cantrip. That's the only time you can cast 2 spells in a turn.
Or unless you got like a quicken spell, but that's all sorcerer stuff rather than wizard.
No action. No, I haven't got anything then.
You can just move and provoke an opportunity attack from the 1.
Oh right, okay.
Either way, it's going to attack you, innit? Because of the.
Yeah. Sure. All right. After that.
If I were you, Millie, you might as well use your full 30 feet if you're going to do it, just because you get closer towards whatever we need to be moving towards objectively. Because have you got fireball?
I have.
Because we might need fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Sam. So you need to turn everything on, leave it as milestone, and change fixed HP to rolled.
Manual, yeah.
Yeah.
And everything else leave on, yeah.
Yeah. Gives you
There
access
is
to everything there. Are you on
Thanks,
my? Are you on the campaign?
Oh. No, hang on. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. That was all.
Yeah, it's okay. So 1 opportunity attack, Mr. Miller.
Yep.
21 to hit. That's 5 damage.
Yeah. 5 damage.
Yeah. Valkyn.
I can't cast a spell as a bonus action.
I don't think you've got access to bonus action spells.
Right. I'm just going to continue to move towards statue with dash.
Is that a bonus action dash? Or cunning action dash? So you can see now, clearly see.
It was just a normal action.
So you've still got a bonus action, so you can cunning action dash as well.
Yeah, I know. Or can I? Okay, yeah. Right then, I'll do that then, please.
Yeah, rogues. What is it? Only 30 for your bonus action.
I'm pretty sure it's your cunning action. You can either disengage, dash, or maybe even dodge as well. Dodge, dash, disengage.
Yeah, rogues are ridiculous. So you can move 30, you can action dash 30, and then you can cunning action dash 30.
Okay.
Yeah, which you've done. So yeah, you've covered a fair amount of ground there. So you have seen 1, 2, 3 druids on your travels, all still chanting. Damian's aware of this one here. So Veiled Lady is she's taking it all in. She's not moving just yet. Round 5, Damian's turn.
I've been kicked off the server for the time being. So what I'm going to do is, if you don't mind controlling me, I am going to action dash. I'm going to run to Niloren's corpse, seeing that he's dead. And I'm going to grab his bag of holding and grab the amulet of Ravenkind.
Sure.
I'm going to place the amulet over my neck. And then move the additional 15 feet of movement back into kind of behind that stonework, so that big stone monarch thing can't come after me.
Gotcha. Right.
It's just let me back into the server, but nothing's loaded up at the minute. So while it's loading itself up, once I've done it, can I move myself back to where my
Yeah, I've moved. You moved.
That's perfect. Where you put me. That's
okay.
where I was envisioning.
Cool. That was a stroke of luck then, Jake. Yeah, is that you done?
Yeah, because my action would have been to move and grab all of the loot, and then I didn't finish my movement. Sam, will you just send me a list of what was in the bag of holding, and then the amulet of Ravenkind over?
Where are we? Rillik.
Yeah, so he's gonna try and climb up the thing again.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, 23 is pretty good, and it's 40 feet. At this point in the fight, with what's happening, how would Rillik be climbing? Is this a sort of frenzied get to where you need to be as fast as possible type thing, or are you, now that you've already fallen once? Oh, your sound's gone now. you want me to send you a link to the campaign? So.
Is it not turned up? I should have just created one.
Oh, okay. Let me just refresh. Yes, gotcha.
Got him.
Even if you go, or if you go on the campaign, you can just create an unassigned character and then build.
That's what I've done. Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
better? Can you hear me now?
Yes, dude. Yeah.
It's annoying that. Yeah, so he's just seen that Brian's been squished, so he's basically pretty pissed off now, and he needs to get up there so nobody else dies.
Okay. So you're the climbing equivalent of a dash.
Yeah, I can't. But then again, if the statue is 40 feet, he's not going to be going all the way to the head, is he?
No, but it's climbing's not the same. I mean, you can't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say, 20 because 23 is a really good roll. For 40 feet of climbing, I can't just give you're there without something extra happening. So if you're happy to commit your action to it, you're there.
Yeah. All
right. Is the fairest thing I could think of for with because 23 is a really good roll. Yeah. All right.
I'll do.
Yeah. So no more rolls for climbing. You've got to get down there. Right. Berserker's turns. So he's seen his oppo die. He doesn't care. He's after Alanonl. Right. These lads, they've just got dust in their eyes from Valkyn running away. I don't think this lad, because he kind of went round, so he wouldn't have seen. So he's going to be 30 that way. He can't move. This lad is going to move there, and he's going to start climbing. Okay, he rolls reasonable. He's oh, wait a minute. What did I move him? He moved about 20. Yeah, so he's this lad here, just beneath Rillik. He's only sort of 5 feet up. His feet aren't much above head level, so you've got some clearance distance between him. So that, in terms of attacks, you've done well in spreading yourself out. I think it's just one against Alanonl. Which is a crit. And that's not a good crit. It's 25 to hit you then, Mr. Miller, and it's 15 damage.
Guess I'm taking the 15.
Okay. Strahd's turn. Okay. The big stone construct, as it starts to rise and starts to spin over and over again, is going to fly full bore. What it's going to do is going to circle round and try and knock Niloren off. So I'm going to make an attack to hit Niloren.
Thanks, Dave. You can't kill me twice.
And to hit Rillik, it's a crit. It's 28.
No.
You need to dice.
I'll show you. I'll put it. Let me. Fuck's sake.
This is a knock.
Right, we roll the damage. It's that beyond 20, Jake. So it's going to be 15 plus 4, 19. Got away light. 19 points of damage, and I'm going to ask you to make a strength saving throw.
We need guidance from Niloren. Oh,
That's a bit. Can I? Have we? I've just noticed Jake's T-shirt.
yeah.
Have a look, Jake.
Was it choose life?
Death saves.
Oh well. Thanks, Dave.
It has the full
How is that
rules on the
right?
back of death saves.
I didn't make it wear it.
You didn't have to mention it either, did you?
Oh. Well, at least that's my fault. I could sit.
I should pull my Death Knight one instead. My Death Knight death saves one.
Nice. 8.
Do I still get the guidance from Sam, or is that null and void?
No, it's a one shot.
Oh, is it?
So you give your guidance, you use it once. I'd have to give it you again for you to use it again. Sorry.
Ah, that's wrong.
I'm sorry, mate. He's got to knock you off with an 8.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What are you? 40 feet up.
Yeah.
Oh man.
5, 9, 13, 18 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall to the floor. Can I just say at this point, I was really looking forward to this fight when I.
It's not even like, apart from the natural one for Sam's death save, like we haven't been rolling particularly poor.
I've just been rolling incredibly well. Right. Okay.
Sorry, just to confirm, we're at 6th level, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not over yet. Druid's turn. Druid has now got his shillelagh, so he's going to start dashing in towards Alanonl. That druid's pretty useless, but he's going to start doing something, moving towards Signs of Life. And the others are still chanting. So one attack against Alanonl with the quarterstaff. 14 to hit Alanonl.
I'm gonna cast my shield,
Cast shield. Cool.
which will save me from 14.
Yeah. So an arcane barrier surrounds you as the shillelagh bounces off it. It's awesome. That actually takes us to your turn then, Miller Aranon's turn.
I am going to. So, what's the sketch with bonus action spells?
So bonus action spells are fine, but if you cast a spell as a bonus action, the only spell you can cast as an action is a cantrip.
Oh, right, okay, got you. Right, I am going to cast Misty Step. To teleport me here. And then I am going to. Then I'm going to. Use Firebolt onto this guy here.
Okay, just because something occurred to me. You know the thing that you've got on him, Lewis. He can't move until he takes damage. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is it a concentration effect?
No.
Okay.
fire it at the one that anyone that the one that can
I'll
move.
fire. I'll fire at this chap.
Sure. Okay.
Is he in range?
Yeah, easily with firebolt. Firebolt's 120.
Yeah. I shall fire a firebolt at him. That's
19's going to hit, dude.
Nice one.
10 damage.
10 damage.
Okay. Is that everything, mate? You've still got movement, if you wanted.
Yeah.
Sound. Mr. Johnson, Valkyn's turn.
I'm going to carry on. Am I still on mute? No. I'm going to head to the statue because we're in a bit of a shit situation here. Yeah, I've just got to help Rillik out as much as I can, really. There's no, yeah.
Rillik's back on the floor. He's
But we need to try and disturb the ritual, don't we, as best as we can.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So yeah, dash to statue.
okay. I'm just going to pop you back a little bit, dude. I'm just going to put you to there. So I think that was about 50 to there. If you're not in range of this berserker, so he's starting to climb up. So the statue is big enough that you can sort of climb separately. What were you using? Was that a cunning action to dash, or was that your action to dash?
I use that as a cunning action.
Okay.
And the action will be to climb.
Okay. So you can use acrobatics if you wanted to. No, actually,
Yeah.
climbing's it's always athletics, isn't it?
Athletics check. Yeah, same for me anyway. So it's all good.
Okay.
Banker.
It's the. I mean, I know you said you've not been rolling bad, but it's kind of these important rolls that have gone bad for you tonight.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. You're not going to get far up at all there. In fact, you've just similar to the berserker. You're only 5 feet off the deck.
All
right. Okay, let's keep moving this along. So round 6, Damian.
What would it take to maybe withdraw a weapon from a bag of holding?
You can do it as a free action. You can equip. I like to think you can equip one item per round for free.
Can I?
Okay.
Pull the slightly precarious whip from the bag of holding.
Sure.
And just think like, and in my mind, I'm thinking like, we're in a dangerous situation now. I'll take anything we can get. As a kind of like pull this like animal parts whip straight from the bag of holding and like wield it into my hand.
Okay. It feels good. It feels comfortable.
As I kind of like sheathe my other whip into the bag of holding.
Yep.
And then like I'm ready to kind of whip this druid of Yester Hill that's directly within the movement range of me.
Yep. Okay. Roll to hit. Use your normal whip.
Will it? Yeah.
I'll do the rest.
Oh man, it's a 17 to hit.
17 hits. So this druid is covered in bark. You've still managed to hit. Roll your damage.
So that's going to do 8 points of damage.
As it tears through the bark, it rips chunks, these claws that were when they're on the whip, are it's like cat claws. As you spin it out, they stick out, and it rips the bark off. This guy's, he's not well. Second attack.
I'm gonna do a big arc with my whip, so I'm gonna crack it at the druid, and then right behind me, I'm gonna crack this berserker that's directly behind me.
Sure.
Will that be with advantage as well because of his?
Yeah, they're all taken. What's it so far? You can't kill, can you, Jake? That's why you're attacking the other one. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if the whip changes any situation, but I know from the hag's proposition that I can't at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that great. It's a 14 with advantage.
14 hits. What I'm going to say to you is that you're an accomplished whipsman. And where you were expecting to fumble and dodge, this does actually make contact. Roll your damage. So this is going to be this fella.
No, so that's the whip. That's the guy that's directly behind. So they should both. I did just have a quick look. They're both within 10 feet, and because of the reach property of the whip, I don't have to be within the 5 feet.
Gotcha.
So that's still that 8 points of slashing damage against it.
Okay, excellent. So that's your action.
I can still move without potentially provoking any opportunity attacks as well, depending on how I decide I want to do it. Because is this druid still in a trance here? The one that's... Sorry, I'm pointing at my laptop. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move 20 feet to there, I think. And then move a further 10 feet to get to... I don't know what it's doing. It's having a bit of a mare, but if I do basically 20 feet there and then do another 10 feet, but I'm moving away from the stone golem and the other druid that can't move. To kind of that way.
Okay. Done?
Yeah.
Okay. Rillik.
So he's going to climb as much as he can without using his action.
Okay. Yeah, let's roll the athletics because you've got this berserker next to you now. It's another 23 though. So I can't give you say again, mate.
It's not when it counts.
Yeah. So you're managing to get up. This berserker's going to try and stop you though. So you're kind of within melee reach of him, and you've not used your action. So I'm quite happy for you to have gone halfway up, so sort of 20 feet up climbing.
Okay. So my action, I'm going to use Mage Hand, and I'm going to go and try and grab the gem.
Ooh. Okay.
Which allows me to grab up to 30 feet. So if I'm halfway...
It does. Just read the full description of Mage Hand for me, dude, please.
Bring it up. So it's a spectral floating hand at a point you choose within range. It lasts a duration or until you dismiss it as an action. The hand vanishes if it is more than 30 feet away, or if you cast it again. You can use your action to... Oh, stupid thing. Hang on. Use the action to control the hand. You can use it to manipulate an object, stow or retrieve an item, pour the contents from a vial. You can move the hand up to 30 feet each time you use it.
Okay.
Because it's a warlock spell, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. So spectral hand appears, plunges into... Okay. What I'm going to ask you to do is to make a ranged spell attack. So as if you were throwing your Eldritch Blast.
Okay. 21.
Tidy. Awesome. Okay, so the hand plunges in, and as it's a spectral hand, isn't it? But it's got to be corporeal to hold things. So as it plunges in with a 21, the twigs all snap around it, and you can sense the hand grasp onto this green gem. I don't know if I can give you much more than that for this round. Strictly speaking, it's not a combat thing. I can't really let you do damage with it and that kind of thing. We're sort of, classic D&D improvisation here, so we can't do too much. Which means we're back to the old conundrum. Let's see what happens next turn. Okay?
That's fine.
Yeah. I think that's the fairest I can do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but that does give the Berserkers a turn. So the Berserker that's next to you, I'm going to make a roll to see if he can climb.
So, I mean, even if he hits me and I fall off, I'm still pulling the hand with me, aren't I?
Are you?
So, well, it's all about the dice, Dave.
Yeah, true. Okay, there's not actually many. Right, let's get it out of the way first then. So I'm going to see how well he climbs. He rolls a natural 1.
Hey! Yes! Fucking dickhead.
So he takes 5 bludgeoning damage as he falls to the floor.
What's that little guy at the end of Family Guy? Bye-bye, see you later.
Have a beautiful time.
Thank you, come again. Right, 1 attack with advantage against Damian. It's a crit.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I can keep taking pictures of them if you really want me to.
I believe you. They're all attacking with advantage, so it's easily. Well, I say it's easily done. It's not easily done.
14 damage.
Fuck's sake.
So, yeah. I think that's Berserkers.
I believe you, honestly. I don't think you've been making it up.
No.
Not with this crits.
Not for TPK, no. Good God, no. That's Berserker's turn. Strahd. Right. Okay. Yeah, he's going to continue. He's having a lot of fun at the minute as this large boulder, as it swatted you off before, it swings around for another go. It's 23 to hit. That hits you, doesn't it?
You're talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's 11 points of damage.
Yep.
I'm going to ask you to make a strength saving throw.
Come on, Lou, man. You got this.
You can do it.
But you guys need to invest in the luck feat. Right, let me read Mage Hand again. Is there any chance that you're going to be able to keep hold of Mage Hand?
Is it concentration spell?
Cantrip 1 minute. No, its duration is a minute. It lasts for a minute. It's not concentration.
No.
Its range is 30 feet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. No. Yeah. So, as you, how high up were you? You were only 20, weren't you?
Yeah, because he tried to not use his action to.
Yeah, so you only take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall down, as this stone swats you off. But as you fall down, your hand is retracted and starts coming down towards you, holding the green gem. The green gem is still pulsing, but as it as it's drawn out of the body, the chanting stops. And all of the druids, the white of the druids' eyes, all of a sudden clear as they all focus towards Rillik and rush to attack. You've stopped the ritual. Okay. So let's think. So we're still on Strahd. That was his bonus action.
So Lewis is on the floor, and he's got the gem in his mage hand.
Yeah. So at this point, Strahd is still seated on the back of the nightmare, and he's sort of still. Let me just double check. I think is it? Yeah. So he's been concentrating on this effect all the time. At this point, you sort of hear him. He'll say to the veiled lady, he'll say, "Come, my dear, that's enough of our fun for today," and he'll start slow clapping. And as he does so, the construct falls to the floor and just collapses. He leaps on the nightmare and he'll say, "Condolences, gentlemen. I shall look forward to our next encounter. Please make it more enjoyable next time." As the nightmare. And he'll say, "Oh, and by the way, yeah, I'm not very good with Strahd." He will say to the veiled lady, he will say, "Come, my dear, Tatiana awaits in Valaki."
Yeah,
You hear him trotting, and he disappears into the night. Right, let's take him out of initiative. Let's take her out of initiative. Okay, let's see if we can wrap this up. So that was the Berserker's turns, the Druid's turns. This one's going to move 30, cast Barkskin and Shillelagh, as is that one and that one. This one is going to cast Barkskin and Shillelagh and stay where he is. This one's just going to move forwards, and then we've got this one on Damian. So one attack against Damian. Rolls an 8 to hit. There you go.
Sweet.
That's weird. I've got you as dead, Mr. Miller.
No, I've got 6.
Sorry, mate. Preemptively. Okay, it's your turn then, dude.
6 valuable hit points.
Yeah.
This Berserker here is properly frothing by now. He is not happy at all. Took him out the whole fight, Lewis. Oh no, mate, your sound's gone.
You
He's
said
back.
read the sheet.
Right. I'm going to cast Fireball.
Here we go.
I do it roughly here somewhere.
Yep.
Because then all of these should be in range.
What's the radius?
20.
20. So you can get all of
think-
these.
yeah,
Do you want to dodge this one?
No, I'm going to include him in it.
Sure. Okay. Right, that's a lot of saving throws for me then. So, Druid. How many Druids? 2 Druids. So from left to right. Let's have a look. Save. No. So, Dex save 16 your DC, Miller?
Yeah.
8 and 14 both save. Let's do Berserkers. How many of those we've got? So we've got 1, 2, 3. So the lad at the bottom, your effect, is it going to give him disadvantage to save, Lewis? Because he can't move. Does it say anything about that?
Oh, let me just double check. No, so it's. Oh, hang on. So as soon as he takes damage, he goes to half movement speed.
Oh, okay. Right, they all take full damage. As a fireball, a ball of fiery death erupts in the centre of the field, carefully sculpted around Amo, obviously.
Shit,
Yeah.
I thought I was going to take a hit. Nice one,
No.
Miller. Nice one.
No, you don't take anything of that. So
I played with the people that just fireball me.
27, nice. A 27 kills the first druid outright. Douche. Clearly kills that one. Douche. And the rest take 27. So they're not dead, but they're 27. 27 is the exact hit point of a druid. And the rest aren't looking too well. That one is no longer considered grappled, but he's on half movement. In fact, I'll leave the grappled on him so we can remember he's on half movement. What ability is that, Lewis?
It is called Abjure Enemy. It's a
Paladin, isn't it?
channel division.
Channel Divinity. Abjure Enemy. I'll have to remember that one.
Yeah, it's really good actually. I've not used it before.
Yeah.
Is it
Reading it over earlier and went, ooh.
is it over Vengeance?
Yeah.
Paladin.
Right. Any movement, Mr. Miller?
Yeah, I think I'm going to move to there.
Seems fair enough. Valkyn, so you've seen what's happening. You've seen Rillik fall into the deck with the gem in his hand.
What are you on? Blue. What hit
2.
points are you on?
2.
Okay.
Jumping in and saving the day would be good.
I've already done that, Andy. I did that last time. Don't worry about it.
Single-handedly.
Yeah, I saved day once. Don't need to do it again. Okay. So I can't. What I want to do is kind of give Lou like the universal sign for chop me the ball, with the hands open and the upwards nod. But that will be his action, won't it? So I need to go grab it off him, I think. So I'm going to dash. No, I'm not going to dash. I'm just going to move. Okay. Can I skirt around this guy so he doesn't get a reaction?
This is a solid piece here. You can't really go through it.
Isn't the what's the name in the mage hand as well? Isn't the gem in the actual mage hand?
Yeah.
So it's not
Where's
really me,
mage
it's the hand.
It's mage hand, is it not with you?
It's following me, isn't it?
Forgive me for sort of overstepping me mark here. What I'm going to say to you is, this is a mopping up exercise now. You need to survive. The only way you're going to survive is if you kill these bastards.
Cool. All right. Thanks for that, Dave. In that case, look at the gem. I'm going to move out of range. No, I'm not. I'm going to Well, he's in 5 feet, so I can get my
You get your sneak attack when
whatever.
you stabbed it in the
Yeah,
back.
get me sneak attack with crossbow.
Yeah, you get your sneak attack against all of the berserkers because you get advantage against them. So yeah, you will do. And
Yeah.
Rillik's next to him.
Yeah, so I get my sneak attack with my crossbow. Do-do-do-do. 24.
24 is a solid hit, mate. Roll your damage. Add your sneak
So it's a
attack.
damage plus 3d6, is it?
I believe so. Pan down on your D&D Beyond, it'll tell you.
3d6.
I keep refreshing the campaign page, Sam. I approve. 20. Nice quality hit. Yeah.
Is he assigned to me?
No, you have to claim it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You see, there's a claim button at the bottom when you come out of it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go on, Johnson.
I will have some movement as well.
Okay.
Out of round.
Do you want a bonus action?
What's this guy on, this berserker? He's on his last legs.
He's bloodied. It's gonna take. Yeah, he's bloodied.
Okay. I'll take a bonus action against this berserker just northwest.
Sure, go for it.
Be back in a minute.
Yep.
A 17.
17 hits a berserker. Yeah.
5 damage.
5 damage. Sound. Okay. Damian.
So if it's a bit of a cleanup episode and we need to survive, then I am happy to try and kill or deal some more damage on these berserkers that are really close to us at the minute.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my whip to make an attack against the one that's directly in front of me.
Sure.
Oh, sorry, it rolled as an insight check rather than a.
Oh, it did.
There were 2 7s, but if I add my whatever, it would have been a 15 to hit.
Hits.
To deal 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I'll just make another whip attack against. How's the one looking in front of me? Is it looking? Because I can, speaking, I can get both of them. You say.
If it's what? Sorry.
I was just questioning how it was looking, just because I can get both of them.
The one they look both pretty similar.
I'll just make another whip attack against the one in front of me then.
Sure.
Question, Dave. In terms of potion taking, where do we stand in terms of? Is it an action or is it a bonus action?
Action, mate.
Oh, right. Okay, don't worry about it then. I've already made the attacks. Oh, not too bad. Well, it was polar opposites, but it was a 19 on advantage.
Nice. Roll your damage.
Which would be that's 9 points of slashing damage.
Excellent. Yes, he's very bloodied now. Yeah, but bonus action is just too cheap. You think about if you bring in a party member up by giving them, it's got to be for me anyway. Lewis, Rillik's turn.
I'm going to. I'm going to cast Lay on Hands on myself for the full 15.
Sure.
Bear with me while I take it all off. There we go. There we go. Anything else I can do while I'm thinking about it? Ooh. Now then, for my bonus action, Dave.
Mhm.
Let me just get my tape measure out. Oh, lovely jubbly. I am going to cast on this one.
Sorry. Tell me again.
I'm going to cast on this one.
Yep.
For my bonus action. Hexblade's Curse.
Gotcha. Right. Berserker time. One attack against Rillik. 1, 2 against Damian. This lad's going to run into Alanonl. What we got? That's a druid. He's going to run down there. That's a druid. They're druids. Right, so let's do Alanonl. Rillik first with advantage. Rolls 22 to hit you.
Hits me.
10 damage.
Oh, we did that lay on hands, innit?
Yeah. Damian, 2 attacks. 9. Oh.
Yes.
So rolls a 3 and a 4.
Yes.
And 13 rolls a 2 and an 8. And then Alanonl. And you're not looking great either. It's 21 to hit Alanonl, mate.
Oh.
That's 14 damage.
Ah.
Man down.
Oh, fuck's sake, man.
Sorry, dude. Druid's turn.
We've only got one person.
And they've just used all the healing.
Just used all the healing.
Have I?
Oh.
Oh.
I think we're going to start dashing with these lads. They're going to want a little bit of revenge. Right, so druids. I think we've only got one attack then. One on Valkyn. 17 to hit Valkyn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 1d. Hold on, let me read through this. Bludgeon 8 damage. Sorry, 9 damage. It is your turn though, dude. Oh, wait a minute. It's not. It's Alanonl. Mr. Miller. First death saving throw, please.
Right,
Don't roll a 1.
Wondering.
Just roll d20.
A D20.
Yeah.
You said roll a 1.
Fuck off, did you roll the 1 with that?
Fucking hell. Dave
No.
strikes again.
That's it.
That's 2 fails on your death saving throws. 1 more fail. Alanonl's dead.
Yeah, that's no biggie.
Unless you've got potions of healing or some way of getting him up. Valkyn's turn.
We're fucked. We're so fucked here. So I'm going to disengage, move 30 feet with my action.
Will.
All about preservation at this point. And then I'm going to take a pop shot at this.
At the druids.
this
Okay.
lad here.
Yep.
Yeah. $18.
18 hits. 10 damage.
Points
Gotcha.
damage.
Yeah. Anything else?
Bonus action. I can't move another 30 feet, can I?
Yeah. You bonus
dash.
action dash.
No.
Yeah.
Bonus action dash then, please.
I thought you could. Oh yeah. Because but you use your cunning action, which is your bonus action, isn't it?
Hold up. Yeah. No, you disengaged, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's your cunning action.
And then you moved your 30 feet, and then
Yeah.
you've used your action to shoot. So therefore,
So you can bonus action shoot.
Yeah, I'll just have to bonus action shoot then.
Okay. 24 hits.
27. 24, sorry.
3
damage.
tidy. Right, top of the line. Damian's turn.
Damian is going to disengage because I can't kill him, so defeats the point of carrying on. And then I'm going to try and go my 30 feet of movement towards this stone face here because I think we need to try and look at getting a way out.
Okay, can you move? You can't move him.
I can't move, but I can move my 30 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I've got no way to like dash or anything like that at the minute, I don't think.
Gotcha. Rillik's turn.
I'm going to. Right, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
For a 1d8 plus 4. So that's 9 points of healing.
Yeah.
What was that on? 7. Heal. Right, there we go. And then bonus. So if I move away, they can get an opportunity attack on me, can't they?
Yeah.
Sod it. It's going to be worth it. So I'm going to try and move away towards where Damian is.
Okay.
So the
Jammy.
opportunity first.
12.
Yeah, misses.
Rolls a 3 and a 7. Okay. Yeah. So you managed to move away.
Just a quick, I know a bit metagaming, but I think Damian would shout at Rillik, and he'd like use your mage hand to put the gem in the bag of holding.
I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy for that to have happened. It's not a concentration spell. I can't believe it's not a concentration spell. So you were in possession of the gem.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm next to Damian now then.
Yeah. Right. Berserker's turn. So this lad's still half movement, so he can only get that far. This lad's got a choice. No, he's going to carry on running towards Rillik, run past. He's going to get within range. Right, okay, let's do these attacks then. So Rillik 1, Damian 2. Rillik rolls 19.
Oh, just hits.
7 damage. 2 on Damian, 22.
That's going to hit.
12 damage.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, it's going to hit even if I use my reaction
6 damage.
for that.
Druids. Gonna get real busy. 30. One's gonna dash. 1 against Valkyn. 7 to hit Valkyn. Clearly misses. Mr. Miller.
No.
This is a no. So D20, 10 or more. Otherwise, it's another character.
I've already started. Oh,
One pass.
Ooh.
It might be new characters for all of us or end of campaign soon.
This would be a horrible way to end the.
Can we just have a quick recce? What hit points are for everyone? Is that allowed?
Yeah, I think at this point, because I'm going to tell you, you've got oh shit, he's on 6, he's on 20, 20, 35, 14, 67.
Have you only got at the moment, Lou? Have you only got one
Full and full.
one on your Eldritch Blast? You can only hit one target. Your Eldritch Blast at the minute, can't you? Or can
No.
you fire 2?
2. It's 2.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking because you're the only one that can actually kill at the minute. Like none of us, me and Andy can't.
You need the fireball up. The only way you're going to survive this is the fireball up and get them together. You need Valkyn to start doing his sneak attack damage. You need them grouped up.
Can you take this one out?
I can do some damage on it. I can put if I get another 2 hits on it, if we can get Eldritch Blast on the others. But I am also probably going to need to take a potion of healing because I've got 4 hit points left, and I've got a potion of healing in my inventory.
Bear in mind, I've got my curse on that one, so if you do some damage and I wipe it out, I get healed.
Yeah. Okay. Is it top of the round at the minute, Dave?
I believe so. I pressed space, so it skipped. By the way, you had 10 rounds to stop the ritual, so you managed it in 8.
Oh, right, okay. Wonderful. I'm going to hit that one directly in front of me with my whip attack then.
This one.
Yeah, still using the blood whip.
Yep.
That's a 15 to hit it.
Yep, hits.
To deal 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Okay, so he's on 6. He's on 10.
How did your hex work, Lou?
He's on 15.
Me and Rillik could be talking this through with ourselves now. Like we're kind of like in battle formation, like almost back to back, like fighting, like and like talking like how we can do this and end this.
Basically, as soon as he dies, I get 7 HP back.
Okay, so you can get healing from if you kill those 2. So potentially you could kill the 2 in front of me. Is the one? Yeah. Did you say this one behind Rillik was relatively strong, Dave?
Yeah, out of the 3, he's got 15 hit points, so he's on the highest. If Rillik stays next to him, you're going to get disadvantage on your Eldritch Blast against these 2.
Because of my Hexblade curse as well, I get a +3 damage bonus rolls as well, and I also can score a critical hit on a 19 as well on the one with that, so it's worth it.
Okay, so you got your second attack with Damian.
That was with I didn't roll that with advantage either. With it being a berserker.
Yeah, sure. If you want to roll another, just in case.
I mean, I'll just see. Well, I mean, we're at that dire straits at the minute.
Yeah. No, I'm hearing you. I'm giving you everything I can.
So that was only 16. So I'm gonna make the one that's directly past this pillar here. Can I make an attack against it with my whip if I just kind of like whip straight up?
With advantage.
Yeah. No, it's deciding that it wants to not play ball. I'm just going to roll another one. So it was an 18 with the advantage.
Okay.
For 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay, they're all on not much at all. I assume you're not moving, or you've got a bonus action, Jake, if you wanted to take. It is backs against the wall.
I mean, I'm very stuck as to what I can do because, like, I mean, I know that I'm potentially not gonna. I can't finish any of them.
Have you got a dagger?
I have got a dagger, so I could always try and just do a quick shiv as an attack.
Yeah, this one I'd go with.
Yeah, I'll do that then. Is that still with advantage?
Yeah.
First one was a 15 to hit. The second one was a 10.
15 hits.
To deal. It'll deal 1 point
It's
of
only 1
piercing.
point of damage, yeah. Better than nothing. So that's Rillik's turn.
So, for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Vow of Enmity.
Right, is Hexblade
On-
Hexblade Curse concentration?
No.
Okay. What's Vow of Enmity?
So basically, it's on this one here that's got the Hexblade curse on it. I can choose a creature within 10 feet, and I gain advantage on attack rolls.
Okay. Right, so how it's going to work then, you gain disadvantage because you're in melee. So anyone you hit, you get disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's negated with their advantage to hit because they're berserking, and you give yourself advantage. So you do actually still get advantage on this one, but normal roll for that one if you're splitting it.
So, advantage none.
Yes.
That's
Let's,
fine.
because you might not kill this one first shot. So let's see your first Eldritch Blast to see if it hits first with advantage.
Okay.
22 does hit.
Fucking winner.
Roll your damage.
Come on, Luke.
He's on 9. Yes, mate. Okay,
Fuck do this.
well done. How
Nice
do
one.
you want to kill that one?
Oh man, his volume's gone.
Blows his head off, I got. Brilliant.
Fuck me, man. This is potentially up there as the worst
Lou, your sound's gone.
I've ever played.
You what, sorry?
So this is definitely going down there as probably one of the most intense games of D&D I think I've ever played.
Yeah, I'm back.
Nice one, dude. Right, so second Eldritch Blast. This one. Normal roll.
Yeah. And got. There we go. Right.
Let's pray to the god dice.
13.
13 is his armor class.
Fucking yes.
6 hit points.
14.
Got him. And that one?
So like as he's shooting it out, it just goes like that across, and it just the beam just decapitates that one as well.
Nice, like it. Eat my beam. Berserker's turn. So is that you done? Yeah, that's bonus action. Yeah. Yeah, you're not moving.
Yeah.
Right, Berserker next to you. Is everything else a druid? No, there's one druid. Yeah, there's one Berserker here. So, Berserker against Lewis first. 18.
That's my armor class.
14 damage. Mr. Johnson. 19. 11 damage.
Yeah.
Or 6. If you're using your uncanny dodge.
I'm using my uncanny dodge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's Dave.
Druid's turn. Well, you need to, mate, because you've got 3 druids on you. That Berserker didn't move. He can only move half. Right, we're going to be stepping on corpses in a second, so let me just move these out of the way. Right, I think that's everyone in. I'm going to do Damian's first. Shillelagh attack against you. 8. Excellent. And then 3 on Mr. Johnson. 18. Hits for 6 damage.
Yeah.
10. That's got to miss.
Miss.
And 3, natural 1.
Yep.
And it's your turn, dude. No, it's not. Mr. Miller.
10 or above, is it?
Yeah, roll a natural 20, you jump up on 1 hit point, and you still get your turn.
We fucking need that. If it any times for a natural 20, it's now.
14.
2 fails, 2 passes.
It's all to live for.
Okay, Mr. Johnson.
What to do? What to do? So if I attack, and disengage over 30 feet, they're still going to catch up with me.
Right, I'm gonna be that overbearing DM. If you cunning action disengage, you move 30 feet there. Action dash, you move 30 feet there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. As long as you're sure, because I know I'm taking you go, and I don't want to do that. But then again, I don't want to kill you.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But I want sheet. Let's creep that a paddle at a minute.
Yeah. Well, it all depends. Okay. Let's see it through. Go on then, Jake.
I'm gonna have to action use my potion of healing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take the potion of healing, which is what was the exact stats for potion of healing again, Dave? Sorry.
I think it's 2d4 plus 2.
Have we got any in the? Do we have any in the bag of holding, Sam?
What? Sorry, mate.
Do we have any potions of healing in the bag of holding?
Yes.
Do we have anything greater than a potion of healing? Do we have any potions of greater healing?
Don't think so. I did send you the list on Discord, mate.
Sorry, mate. I've not double checked my Discord.
I sent it as a personal message, but I'm pretty sure it's just normal ones.
That's all you can do though, Jake. You sort that while Lewis has Rillik's turn.
The only other thing I was going to do is use my bonus at the druid directly in front of me.
Yeah, sure.
I'll do that and then I'll work out the potion of healing if that's okay.
Yeah, of course it is. Right, he's got bark skin on, so it's 16. I've lost it.
Oh, 8. That's a 24 hit.
Okay, D4.
Now my tablet's decided it's going to be slow. That's 4 points of slashing. Pierce.
Tidy. Go on then, Luke.
I'm gonna do. May as well do Eldritch Blast again. I'm gonna get 2 attacks in. Well, actually.
This lad's on 4 hit points, dude, and it's advantage to hit him.
I'll hit him with the greatsword then.
I'm going to run this past you. If it's advantage to hit him, then it's a straight roll with Eldritch Blast.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, Eldritch Blast them.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, it's not at advantage, but yeah. So it's just you might as well roll your other one. Just a normal attack, Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Right. How many berserkers left? I think there's 2 because he's not been hit yet. He's going to be charging in. So he's have to charge around. So 25. So he is dashing. Right. So it's a reckless attack against Rillik. 18. 15
Yep.
damage.
And that's me down.
Fucking hell, boys. Fucking hell. Druids.
Gonna go and put Max back to bed.
Right, attacks.
That's just sheer weight of numbers, isn't it? That's the problem.
Yeah. 13 and 8 to hit Damian. They both miss. This is huge, Miller. You literally have to roll a 20 now to save the party.
No pressure. $17.
17, you're stable. Alanonl's not dead. Just unconscious. Mr. Johnson.
Can't you throw a rock at me to try and snap me out of it?
Have you got a potion of healing?
Me? No.
Mr. Johnson.
No, but I bag of holding.
Right, so there's only me and Jake left
The two that can't kill anyone.
that can't kill anyone. So our only option at the moment is to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Or heal the ones that
Right.
can. It's yeah, I'm hearing what you're saying.
You've got two options. You can either chuff something down Lewis's throat or run over and chuff something down Alanonl's throat.
I feel like you'd actually potentially it'd take 2 turns to do it though, because you'd have to bonus action disengage, then action dash, and then you'd have the potion of healing still on you. You won't be able to actually give it to Alanonl.
We've got how many rounders? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is not looking.
And even the potion
Anyway,
get Rillik up for much.
any way you spin it. So
How many third level spell
sorry,
slots you got left, Miller?
Third level. 1. And I can. I've got my pearl thingy to get.
Yeah,
Open up some.
I think I'm not sure if that's an action to do. Right, so bonus. Disengage. For my money, the only way you're going to survive this is if Miller fireballs the shit out of what's left.
With the way I've been rolling.
Rillik's, yeah, I know, but
It is, and the only person that can really do it is Johnson. Like we might have to take 2 actions to do it, but we might manage it that way.
so you could pass the healing potion over. I don't mind that. That can be done.
I mean, with how slippery he is, he could probably just grab it out of the bag of holding anyway.
How many hit points you got, Johnson?
14.
Right, what you got? Druid, Berserker, Berserker, Berserker.
I'm pretty sure the rule, reading the rules of disengage as well, like it does mean that it stops you permanently for that turn. It stops you getting.
Correct.
So it would move past all of those berserkers and then still not provoke opportunity attack.
It would. And they're kind of within melee of you. Yeah, so if 30 to here, bonus action. Next turn, 30 to there, action. Healing
So-
potion.
Yeah.
I think that's the only option.
Yeah. Do that then. So disengage. I'm not disengage and dash.
You could disengage and dash, but you wouldn't be able to use your so you'd be able to disengage as your you'd use your action as the dash, and then you'd use your bonus action. So you could get really close to
Yeah.
Alanonl.
So you could get around there. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damian.
I am gonna disengage.
Yeah.
And move back 30 feet to try and start climbing up to the top of these rocks out of their way.
Okay.
As you do that, a bolt of lightning comes out and fries you.
Oh, is the lightning still striking at the moment?
Yeah.
Oh, right. See, I didn't realise that.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want
If there's like lightning blocking me in, then
to? There are specific rules in the book for people that climb on the on the rock.
I'm potentially going to avoid doing that then. I'm just going to have to. I'm going to keep swinging.
Okay.
I trust in what the plan is, and I'm not going to abandon anybody now. Rillik's already down.
Okay. The one on most hit points is this fella. He's on 35. This druid's on 16.
Let's go crazy with. I'm going to go against the Berserker first because I can get advantage against him.
Okay. This lad's actually on most that you can hit at 10 feet. He's on 67, but yeah.
Is that another Berserker or is that just a Druid?
No, it's a Berserker.
I'm just going to start going crazy with the whip. Probably should have saved my action surf for this point, but I didn't. Like a donut. That's a 19. 19 plus 8, so 27 to hit.
Yep, hits.
With the new whip to deal. Not bad. 11 points of slashing damage.
Gotcha.
I will have another crack at the. I'll have a crack at the healthy one as well because.
Sure.
I'm going with the intention of trying to weaken them so that if we can get him up a fireball, then that's what we'll have to do.
Come on.
Come on. Nat 20 will do nicely now, thank you.
And then we need one from Lewis.
My tablet's just gone into meltdown. Like I'm trying to run it off 3 different things because my computer doesn't roll 20 very well. So I've started running it on the tablet. And the tablet's now playing it.
Did you get work to authorise D&D Beyond on our work tablets?
That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
It's a 17 to hit that other Berserker.
17 hits. It'd be great, really, wouldn't it? Or Discord. Just Discord would be fine.
That's 8 points of slashing damage against it as well.
Gotcha. Lewis, do it.
Oh, come on. My computer's just froze.
Yeah, you've gone a bit glitchy on the Discord.
We're all having technical malfunctions now.
So the computers are feeling the strain.
Just a D20 in it.
Just a D20 and roll a 20, please.
So it's probably my fucking blood pressure.
Oh.
One fail.
Okay, not too bad though. At least it's only one.
Right, Berserker's turns. Gonna step over Lewis's body. 3 on Damian. Okay. 20.
Yeah, it hits.
12 damage.
I'm down.
Okay. Seeing you down, the other lad's going to start running towards Valkyn. Druid's turn. I'm going to run towards Valkyn. Hold up. So there's 2 berserkers there. Yeah. Okay, so it's not going to work. Shit, it's not going to work. Because Valkyn gets his turn now. No, so it's Miller's turn now. And you can't do anything, you're unconscious. It's Valkyn's turn. Right. So you give the potion to Alanonl.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 2d4 plus 2. Oh, fucking hell, boys.
Yeah. 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. So you're on 6 hit points, Miller. Damian's down. So Damian death saving throw.
Might be a bit of interference from me while I do it on my phone.
Yeah.
Piss me off on the computer. I mean, I'm happy for you to carry on, Dave, while I take my death save.
Okay. Lou, death saving throw. It's 2 fails. Now this is where it gets complicated because the berserkers have a turn now.
I didn't take a bonus action to movement though, did I?
Oh, you didn't do? No. Yeah. So yeah, go for it.
He was brave, Sir Robin, round the way.
Well, it could work because if they don't register you and they chase after him but don't catch him, it still gives you the chance to go for it.
They're too spread out.
Yeah,
So-
but I said, to be fair, if you could get most of them with a big fireball and then pop some off with.
Right. I'm gonna attribute life or death again to a 20-sided dice. In fact, I'm going to get one of you to roll it for me so you can see what's going to happen. What we need to figure out now is if they notice Alanonl being given the potion of healing.
Shall I roll it?
Well, what I'm thinking is it would be a sleight of hand from Valkyn.
Yeah.
And
Which rolls sleight of hand.
It's going to be... Hold up, because it can't be that. It can't just be that easy. Sleight of hand on your skills. And it's going to be performance from Alanonl as well. Right, your sleight of hand DC is just going to be 10. In fact, it's going to be their perception. And they've rolled poorly. They've rolled 11. So your DC is 11 for sleight of hand is 28. Performance, Mr. Miller. I just want you to roll performance for me. Nine will do it. Right, the Berserkers are going to start running towards Valkyn. The Druids are going to start running towards Valkyn. They're pretty confident they've got this wrapped up. Alanonl's turn. You're on 6 hit points.
Surprise, motherfuckers. Oh, look at that. They're all within the 20. Right, I'm going to launch a fireball right in the middle of them all.
Okay, I'm going to do the saves real quick. 11, 10, 11. All the Berserkers fail. Is it 3 Druids? 4 Druids. 1, 2, 4. Clockwise. 6, 3, 14, 18. 1 Druid passes. Roll your damage. 32 is not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Right, let's see how many survives. He's dead. He's dead. Dead. Yeah, you've wiped the Druids out in 1. They're on 27 maximum. That Druid's only on 14. 14 is... yeah... off 30... Where's my maths failed? Oh, 16. Yeah. Ooh. 32. Excuse me. So all but 1 dead. Valkyn's turn.
Fucking legendary.
Okay. Can I use like a taunt? Can I use maybe a deception roll and
Always.
taunt this last guy onto me in the big fucking kilt wearing? You know what I mean?
You can. You can also
Okay.
shoot him as well. Roll intimidation,
Run
say,
it.
shall we?
Run at him and go and ship him.
Oh, stuff.
That's fine. He's no, he's still going to run towards you. Right, see if you hit him then. He's still on 25.
Okay.
You've got to lower him enough so Alanonl can kill him.
This is my bonus action, I'm thinking.
No, you can have an action.
Uh,
Have you got magic missiles left? No.
Yeah. But I've only got as level 2.
Can't you shoot twice?
Yeah, 2 hand crossbows.
Bit of movement as well. Range.
Yeah, you're going to take a second shot.
Yeah, I'll take a second shot first. Oh, yes. 20.
Holy. Where have these dice rolls been all night?
But did you say it was a nat 20?
Yeah?
Fucking yeah.
4 points damage.
For 4 points of damage. Shame it's not a sneak attack. Right, so you've run away. Alanonl's had to serve, so it's actually his turn. He was not happy with. So he's going to run 30. Takes us to Alanonl. He's on 21, dude. Oh, wait a minute. We need Damian and Rillik death saves.
I've just rolled my other death save. I got 16 on my first one and a 12 on my second one.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that 3 fails?
yeah. What are you all upset for? I've been trying to kill him for the past 4 sessions.
Is that because you've got another build, Lou? Is that why?
Another. I was going to say, Lewis has got an entire army.
I used to play with somebody that used to quite frequently put his character in predicaments that was going to get him killed, so he could swap over eventually.
Go on then, Miller.
I'm gonna move.
Yeah.
And then magic missile onto that remaining chappie.
Yeah.
Cool. You've got to do it. You've got to do it.
So it's 1d4 plus 1 per missile. If you're doing it at second level, it's 4 missiles, so it's 4d4 plus 4. Five. You're best off just rolling the d4s and adding 4 to it, Miller, for magic missile. It's a bit buggy for that. Oh.
How many? Sorry, another 3.
Another 3, yeah, because that was a 4, obviously. You don't want to discount that one. So 30, 18. It's pretty good. He's on 3. I mean, you can have a turn, Mr. Johnson. You're not going to kill him because you can't. But what are you going to do on your turn?
I'm going to take a shot at him.
Go for it.
See if we can take him down to 1.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, that's automatically puts him on
1.
2. Which makes it his turn.
I just want a bit of movement as well,
Say
please.
before he goes.
And
Oh yeah, go on then.
come on, keep coming towards me.
Oh yes, that's another success.
Okay, so you're stable. Is that 3 successes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he keeps coming towards you. If you've got one spell slot left, Miller, the fight's over because you can't fail to hit him with a magic missile.
Even a cantrip.
Just use your firebolt.
Yeah, I can use my firebolt.
Have you got a spell slot left?
The firebolt's a cantrip.
It is, but have you got a spell slot left?
I have.
Yeah, because a firebolt can miss.
Not well. He's got advantage, wouldn't he? Because it's a berserker with his reckless attack.
He's not attacked this turn. In the past couple of turns, he's been running.
It doesn't matter. I'll use my magic missile.
Yeah, I'm all about the guarantees, boys. Yeah, just he's on 1 hit point, mate.
I think even you were getting worried then, weren't you, Dave?
Yeah. I'd got a speech ready. I was going to say, listen, we'll start a new campaign. We'll come back to Curse of Strahd after we've finished. I'll take you through Storm King's Thunder or something like that. Something, you know. And then once you've forgotten most of this, we'll come back to it. We'll revisit it. Well, I'm going to give you level 7. Clearly.
Fuck for that.
Is that the ones that survived?
No, well, yeah. That'd be a bit mean, wouldn't it? Not a great not a great deal, as in absolutely no role playing in that session whatsoever.
That was a tough one.
I keep saying to you, I'm not going to play your characters for you, and then no, but that was quite well played.
At least we got the gem.
Yeah, mission accomplished. So,
how do you manage hit points again? Sorry, guys. Leveling up. Manage HP.
You roll a D8 and then add it to your rolled.
On the what? Sorry, Dave.
if for you, Mr. Miller, if you roll a flat d6 and then add it to your, what's the stat we're looking for? Five. Good roll, mate. Well done. So if you go into when you're managing your level, there'll be a blue button that says Manage Hit Points. Rolled hit points, you'll be adding 5 to that number. Whatever Johnson rolls with his D8. The on the 10th round, the statue turns into 8. So far, you've fought twig blights, little tiny blights. That thing turns into a tree blight. Its challenge rating of 7. It's got 92 hit points, and it hits like a truck.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
What? Sorry,
Dave,
what was that?
so, Dave,
Do we all level up then?
Yeah.
And get the hit points for that level.
Yeah, you can do. Sorry, Sam. If you hadn't disrupted the ritual, the statue turns into a tree blight, and it's
Right.
nails. Go on then, Mr. Miller.
Sorry, so do I want to up the level first and then add 5 onto the hit points?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's hit points rolled. So rolled HP.
Yeah.
Increase
add
it by
5 to that.
add 5 to that number. Do you want to roll a D8, Mr. Johnson? In fact, do it at your leisure.
I've done it, mate.
Yeah. Okay, Sam.
Yeah, I've done
it. Right. I think I'm out most of the day tomorrow, but I'll have a look. Let me just stop recording. Have we got any final thoughts?
Sorry,
We take a long rest.
Niloren. Sorry for Rillik.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah, man.
Peters, as he probably was.
What's Kira going to say now?
I know. Well, we've got to work it out, mate.
God.
We've got to
So
work it
many
out.
things.
Mm.
Right. I'm gonna stop.
No more